Oh, that was me muting myself. Wow, dude. That's a my bad, guys. That's a my bad there. That's a my bad. We're just waiting for Mystery to get here, and then we'll get started shortly after that. Let's listen to some stuff that won't get us copyright banned. Banned? How about that? There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll just do this. All right, here we go. We're just waiting. We're just waiting a little bit. I don't know why I had it muted, dude. I don't know why I would have had it muted. I'm gonna let the Discord know what's up. We're live. Come hang out for the pre-show. Yeah, this is kind of an accident. What up, silly goose? Got fire in the house. Game warrior in the house. Silly goose Nessa in the house. You're just like my cousin, always mutes himself and always forgets to unmute. I don't know why I muted myself though. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, www. Wait, hold on, let me try this again. www. Wait, no. What do I have to do to get the link on Discord? And why does Discord always want these weird things? So is this where I plug in my socials? You get on the show, you get your socials and you get on the show. How about that? How the hell are you guys today, hey? You know what? Hold on, let me do something different here, dude. Let me do something different, okay? Relax for a second. Relax for a second. All right, chill out. Chill out. Hold on. Wait. Don't worry. Oh my god, it's broken. Oh my god, it's not working anymore. Oh my god, it's a black screen. Ah. Oh my god. Oh. Take it easy. All right, relax. Let's do one of these things. A little bit. A little bit. And then a little what? A little bit. And then a little what? And then a little, what do we gotta do here? Take from the top, take from the top. Yeah. And then we go, take a little more for that. Oh, a little too much from the top there, taking. Okay, let's go here. It's good enough, how about that? Relax for a second, will you? Relax for a second. Trax over here doesn't want to be spotted online. So when he does play without us knowing, he mutes his mic so no one has no shot at recognizing him. Nah, nobody knows who I am anyway. You don't want me on the show, LO. What are you talking about, dude? I wouldn't mind you being on the show. I have no problem with you being on the show. You, sir, never put in a thing. Hang on one second. Hello? Yes. I'm not having issues with the internet. Are you having? No, oh, okay. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, if the internet goes out, the whole thing falls apart anyway, but I will definitely record on my own end, so that way if I have to do a solo show for whatever time, then I will. That's okay. You're not bothering me. I appreciate it. Love you too. Bye. Where's Morty? He's on his way. Jesus, Rick! You already started the podcast? No, that's mystery. She means mystery.
Yeah, I've been sitting in here for about 2 minutes and so much has happened.
That's my bad, dude. Silly Goose Nessa says you sound like Morty.
All I know is that I think you were talking to somebody And then you got a phone call.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, where's Morty?
That's pretty much how it went. That's pretty much how it went. Pretty much how it went. And right now I'm just chilling.
Were you adjusting something? It looked like you were adjusting something when I arrived.
Yeah, I was just adjusting my picture, my webcam. Not gonna lie, Mystery does have a bit of Morty in him. Wow, I never put that together. There you go, dude. Silly Goose Nessa figured it out. You are.
What if Morty is just based off of me?
Whoa. Do you have a grandfather who steals you away and takes you on grand adventures?
Yes.
Whoa. Wow. Well, look at that.
And at some point, he turned into a pickle.
I'm Pickle Rick. All right. https://www. I always mess this up somehow. twitch.tv/DaddyTrax live. Boom. Oh, it worked. It finally worked. Mystery does sound like Morty
there you go.
from the last game night. Oh, speaking of game night tracks, what, dude? Put Morty's face on Mystery's shadow.
Just do it.
That's funny.
Just make it a Morty silhouette or something.
That's really
Just imagine if it's a silhouette
Morty
for like
face
every
PNG.
episode, like a new silhouette of a new character every episode.
Dude, this is so funny.
Although it'd be too much work.
Is this a PNG? This doesn't look like a PNG. I hate that when they show an image of a PNG that you can download. Like, get out of here, dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Here we go. Here's a PNG. But this PNG
get out of here, though.
has Morty's face like going crazy. I don't need that. Dude, all the PNGs are like the weirdest faces. Oh, come on, please. Why are they making this transparent Morty PNG? This would be easier to do on my phone than it is on my computer. I know that sounds weird, but that's the case. Morty face. Why does it say free download? I don't like that. Why do you need me to download it? Just put a PNG on the internet and I can grab it. Why are you doing it this way? Very suspect. Isn't that suspect?
Yes. Quite sus.
Very sus. Very sus.
It's quite sus.
I can't find just a Morty face though, guys.
Wah, wah.
All right, let me see. Save image as. Save it to the desktop. Morty. Yep.
Why do I feel like I've gotten to like a dark side of the internet when I have some like really gross looking
Whoops.
pictures here?
What do you mean? What side of the internet are you on?
On the Google side where I typed in Morty PNG.
The problem is that this is gonna have like a white outline. I can't get rid of that, I don't think.
You don't have Photoshop?
I don't. This is good enough. That looks so stupid.
Wait, no, okay, wait, you're using OBS, right? So just put on a thing.
Huh?
Oh, wait. No, but then it'll take out the eyeballs as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, that's not gonna work. Let me see something here. What can I do here? Let's go filters, chroma key. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's see, chroma key, custom.
Here's to hoping it's a slightly different color.
Select color, white. The whole thing disappeared.
Oh god, that's freaky! No!
There you go, dude. People can figure out that all they want. I feel like I should just do the regular image. feel like that filter is not doing what I want it to. And we'll leave it like this. How's this? This work? This work, Nessa?
Actually, I was gonna say I did come across one of Morty as a banana.
A banana, Morty? I'm Pickle Rick.
Is that part of? Is that a thing that? Is that part of like the Pickle Rick episode or something where he's a banana?
No. Shady, if you can fix it, put it into the Discord. Oh no, I can't grab it from my desktop, I don't think.
Hell, I can fix it.
Hell, I can fix it.
Hell, I can fix it, but
Hell, I can fix it. What up, Captain Destroyer? This is fine. We'll leave it like this. Well, we're not gonna get too crazy. We'll just leave it like this. This is fine. This is
fine.
At a certain point,
animate some fire around me, like behind me in the background. This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
I know some memes.
This is fine. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta start it. Starting soon. Oh, this is the podcast music. Maybe we shouldn't do this countdown, dude, because I feel like we're already kind of like beyond that. Are you ready to get started, bro?
Can you skip the countdown section? Or
Yeah, I don't have to do a countdown. No, we don't have to do a countdown. We can do whatever we want, dude.
I would like to see you fast forward through the countdown. Is that possible? Is that a thing? Can you do that?
I can't believe that you actually gave me like yeah, I want you to do this. You were like, because normally I'm like, do you want to do this? And you're like, dude, don't give me
like this specifically.
Yeah, you're like, you know,
Listen,
don't.
I'm trying to work on it, okay?
You're like, don't give me a choice, man. Don't give me a choice, bro. Yes. I don't want choices. And here you're like, no, this is what I want.
Yeah, no, this I want you to fast forward through. You're not fast forwarding through it, okay, Trax?
Huh?
Fast forward through it, man.
Huh, Dad? Yes, Mystery. Yes, yes, sir. Dictator Mystery over here. We got too many dictators. Maybe that's what you need.
God.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Red Spire and Halo podcast.
Hold on, you started the music already and you didn't even ask me?
Yeah, I did. I started talking. Okay, either way. Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I started talking too soon. Not that I started talking too soon, but like I was talking over, you know, I was like talking during the wrong part of the intro song, you know?
Yeah.
It's a big problem right there, dude. It's a big problem. You can't talk over the intro song. If you talk over the intro song, then it throws everything off, and now I'm thrown off, dude. Way to go.
We're both thrown off now.
Real quick, you know what we do?
What do we do?
We grab shovels and we dig ourselves even deeper. You want to get more thrown off?
Even deeper?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's what I do. Usually when I'm in trouble with something, I usually get deeper into it.
Oh.
And sometimes I do it on purpose. They'll be
that's a strat I might not want to take.
They go, Trax, you're digging yourself a grave. I'm like, oh, am I? Oh, now what? You went deeper.
Usually I would offer to take the shovel away from you.
Yeah, but I would keep it. I'd say, Mister, I appreciate what you're doing, but you know what? I'm digging deeper, bro. I'm digging deeper. You know why? Because here's why. People think you can get out of it. And they go, well, no, you can't put the dirt back in. You can't put the dirt back in. You've already dug it up. That dirt's gone. Okay, you've already made a mess. So if you just keep making more of a mess, eventually everything reverses itself and then you're fine. Because what happens, Mister, if you dig straight down, you dig long enough, what happens?
You get tired.
No, you come out the other side of the planet, bro. You come out the other side of the planet and you successfully have dug yourself such a deep hole that you came out on the other side. You get it?
So, hold on. But then what about the...
No, you avoid it. You avoid it.
How do you avoid that?
You go down and then you go...
Then you go around.
Yeah, you go around and then you go further down. And then you're out the other side.
In which case, are you still technically going through the earth? Like in one straight... You're not going through a straight line, though.
Yeah, well, you dig down, then you dig around. And then you dig through. Dig down?
Dig down, dig around.
Down,
sounds like some kind of song that you're
and
making.
Through. Dig down. Oh, that's a new dance, bro. That's a new TikTok dance.
Is that the TikTok dance?
Digging through. Yeah, bro. Let's do it.
All right, there you go.
You want to do it?
I think you already got your footage right there.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked fantastic. And
Thanks.
stop hitting me, by the way.
What do you mean? What'd I do? I hit you? I hit the microphone.
My camera. You hit the camera point that
I
see
did.
you.
I have two cameras. Mystery's looking at me through this camera, which is totally whitewashed. I tried to fix it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It wasn't whitewashed on OBS. It's only whitewashed where you're watching me from. How about that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
I don't know. You tell me. What's up with that? It's your camera.
Dude, it's Zencaster, bro.
The problem is Zencaster.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
so what happens if you tried to use the other camera on Zencaster?
I didn't even bother trying.
Okay. Blames it on Zencaster.
Because I was already comfortable with blaming it on something. I didn't want to accidentally mess that up. You know, it's like I found where to blame. Okay, we're not gonna look any further. Like you ever go shopping with a girl and they go,
No.
or like okay, let's say you go shopping by yourself, right? Let's say you're looking for a shirt. Okay, you go in, Mystery, you see a shirt that you like. What do? You have the money for it. Your purpose was to go.
It's too expensive.
No. You have the money for it. It's in your budget. You went to the mall with the sole purpose, or you went to the store with the sole purpose of buying a shirt. You find a shirt that you like. What do?
I stain it and then I ask them.
No, it's not a trick question. What do you do?
Do you know if it fits you?
Fuck. Yeah, you tried on, it fits.
Okay. You were really hoping I wouldn't do that. Okay. And then what?
Yeah, what do you do? You got the shirt you want. What do you do now?
Do I go to the cash register?
Okay, and then what do you do there?
And then I don't know. The cash register does whatever the cash register does.
And you've made a.
I've made a.
What's the verb here, dude? You exchange the money for the shirt. What is that called?
I've made a friend.
You bought it. You bought the shirt, Mystery. Oh my God! Was that on purpose?
Yes,
Whatever.
of course. Of course it was on purpose.
You buy the shirt. That's how guys do it. Okay, guys find something they want. They go to the store. Oh, I want that, and then they buy it. Here's what girls do. Okay, here's what girls do. Yes, I'm generalizing. I don't care. Sue me. Actually, don't do that. You probably get away with it. Don't actually sue me. Anyway, what girls do is they go. I shouldn't say girls. Let's say my wife. Well, I shouldn't say my wife because I don't want to throw her under the bus. A hypothetical.
It's too late now. That shovel. Can I take that shovel away from you now?
No, it's definitely my wife. Okay, so it's definitely my wife.
Dig around the corner. Dig around the corner. Come to the other side.
Come to the store. Wait, dig myself deeper here. Okay, hypothetical woman X. Okay, she goes to the store. Here's what she does. She finds something that she likes. She has the money for it. She sees the shirt. Mystery, what do you think she does?
She go gets it stained.
No, she goes look. She looks around for more. She finds what she wants and then keeps looking.
She keeps wait, what? But she's already found.
She's already found. I know. She's already found it, bro. But she keeps on looking in case there might be something else that she likes. Maybe a little bit more. That's the difference. That had to do with something, but I totally forgot what that thing was because of how long this kind of went on for. So yeah, that allegory
that went somewhere. I don't know where.
Go ahead and back up the podcast a minute and a half, and whatever I was saying then, this allegory applies to it. Or
little
analogy.
do you know, you back out a minute and a half, and you're just talking about how you were eating cereal or something.
I don't know what I was talking about, but that made sense in my mind. In my mind, that made sense. It had something to do with was it digging? Or was that before? Whatever. Let's just keep moving on. Yeah. So, how have you been?
This is the greatest segue ever. For the record.
I don't know what to say anymore. So, how have you been?
Takes a big and deep breath, and it's just like, okay, now that I got that out of my system, how have you been?
Yes, how have you been, Mystery?
I have been tired and busy. Shang-Chi came out this past weekend, and it's been busy as heck.
Oh, really? What's the word on the street for how the movie is?
I've been hearing a lot of people say that it's a really good movie,
Good. Good.
which is good.
I'm very
and-
confused by the new Marvel movies coming out. I'm not somebody who's really into the Marvel universe. So when they start releasing movies, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I thought this all ended with Endgame. And they're like, no, dude. This is like season 2, phase 1. It's like, oh, okay, I got you. So
season 2, phase 1.
So
Interesting.
there's a
Right,
Black,
yeah, so-
there's a Black Widow movie, but
Right.
isn't she dead in Endgame?
Whoa. Spoilers.
Isn't she dead? Isn't she a dead person now?
Yes.
Isn't she dead? Okay,
In
great.
Endgame,
Okay, great. So we
yes,
start
but
off
I'm
with
not sure.
the movie with the characters not even around anymore. It's good. Smart.
All right.
Smart.
Okay.
Smart.
Would you like to add anything else?
No, go ahead.
No? Okay. All right. So, they're in phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, phase 4.
Okay, yeah. Black Widow is not actually after Endgame.
Right, it's
on the
before.
timeline.
Which makes sense why you would release it after Endgame to start off your new phase, but that's okay.
Right.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there a character
exactly.
introduced in that? Is that why?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, I'm wondering if it's kind of like, you know, how Spider-Man was introduced not in his own movie, you know? Maybe something like that.
Yeah,
So-
Fire Mage Gaming says it's a movie that's in between Captain America: Civil War and Infinity War. And that is accurate.
Yeah, maybe they brought a new character in that movie for the rest of phase 4. Otherwise it makes no sense to me. Like, what are we doing with the Black Widow
it would
movie?
be nice if I knew that, but I don't know that because I haven't actually seen the movie.
Don't get me wrong. I don't mind a Black Widow movie. Okay, it might actually be one of the ones that I watch. But I'm just saying, for the grand scheme of all this, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So Shang-Chi came out. Good.
It came out. It's been busy as heck.
Yeah.
Heck.
Well, that's good. People are getting back to the movie theaters, you know, getting that Delta all over each other. That's good.
Yeah, if I'm correct, Shang-Chi has a 45-day exclusivity in theaters. So, I think after 45 days, they might release it on Disney Plus.
It's not on Disney Plus right now?
Yeah, no, it's not right now. But
I thought that was the whole
exclusivity.
I thought that was the whole point of Disney Plus, is that you could get the movies right away.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there because I don't know if you recall. If there, do you remember the whole whatever is going on between Disney and Scarlett Johansson?
No. What's going on there? Should we get
So
into this?
apparently in
Let's
the
do it.
contract.
By the way, before we even get into any of it, I already have her back. Okay, so go ahead. Let's go.
So apparently in the contract somewhere there was a written rule of like, all tickets that are sold will have money that goes towards, Scarlett Johansson and so on and so forth. Right?
Uh-huh.
And they decided to release it out on Disney Plus first. So that kind of that kind of screws up
her money.
some of the money that she could have earned,
Right.
because it had a home release and it had a theatrical release. at the
So
same
she
time.
goes, "Hey guys, this is the way
There
I'm
was a
supposed to
breach
get
of contract
paid,
here. Yeah.
and now you're doing this. So that sucks. So
Yeah.
so was she suing them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I believe also we've got other people that are backing her, and like the Russo brothers, for example.
I love the Russo brothers.
They've directed, Civil War. They directed The Winter
Infinity
Soldier,
War,
Infinity
Captain
War, Endgame.
Or Endgame, yeah.
Right,
They were
now there's-
also the directors for like the first and second seasons of Community. And it was
Right.
actually an episode from Community that they directed that got the attention of somebody who was looking for directors for the Avengers, because they wanted somebody who could direct. They wanted guys who could direct some like a cast, like a crew. And Community has like 7 main characters, and they did a really good job with it. So they're like, "Oh, we're getting them."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they've been saying that, like, they're kind of backing Scarlett Johansson on this, and also just like, they don't really want to, direct another, like, Marvel movie unless this gets,
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Good for them. Good for her, and good for them. I mean, the Russo brothers probably have.
like one of it may have convinced the Russo brothers to prevent making a Marvel movie if if the lawsuit kind of goes through in regards to like maybe they don't pay Scarlett Johansson whatever.
Whoa,
money.
dude.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know what's gonna happen with the lawsuit because I mean, at the end of the day, like Disney's got all this money, right? They could literally just keep paying every single thing that they need to, or just to stall or whatever.
Yeah, but they're probably worried about setting a precedent of like, okay, now how do we figure out the math on how to pay people for Disney, Disney Plus, like how, like maybe, I don't know. I feel like figuring all that out would probably be a mess, but you know what? A corporation's going to do whatever they can to keep the most money in their pocket. And that's kind of like what their job is to do, unfortunately. But that's why we have a legal system where people can sue and a judge can say, hey, nah, you're not allowed to do that. So,
I'm just
God
wondering,
bless America.
I'm just wondering if, like, let's say Robert Downey Jr. had like Iron Man 4 come out and this happened, like how much bigger of a thing would this have been?
Well, probably bigger because Robert Downey Jr. is arguably the most important actor for the entire Marvel series.
Right. Yeah. And if I'm correct, he was at one point one of the highest paid actors, period, for one of the years.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. And no offense to Scarlett Johansson, I think she's great. But she's not a cap. She doesn't even have any powers, dude. You know what I mean? Like, she's not as big of a superhero. Like, you ever hear Black Widow growing up? I mean, maybe, but like I knew Spider-Man.
Yes, I have, but...
Are you like a comic guy?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. See, as like a non-comic guy, I didn't know anything about Black Widow. In fact, the first time I heard of Black Widow, I thought they just meant like Batgirl. Like I didn't even know what they were talking. Like, who's Black Widow? I have no idea.
Oh,
I didn't even know who Iron
like,
Man was.
She was like some kind of sidekick.
Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, basically, yeah. I kind of thought she was a sidekick.
Spider-Man's sidekick.
And no
Black
offense,
Widow, like
but
the
even
spider.
in the movies, they treat her basically as a sidekick. I think the first movie that she's in is it Captain America or is it Thor?
No, the Black Widow's first movie would have been Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I knew it was in the first phase, but I knew it wasn't the first Iron Man.
Yeah, it was like the third movie. So like it was Iron Man
2.
1, Incredible Hulk, and then Iron Man 2.
Yeah, okay. So like you're being introduced in Iron Man 2. Like had she been introduced in her own movie, maybe it would have been like a little bit different. She was introduced kind of as she was a side character in Iron Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whatever. At the end of the day, she has a movie. She's the lead role. Disney goes, the streaming thing, that's something different. She go, hey, buddy, no. Who's got my money? You got my money. So I'm backing her, dude. I'm backing her.
I think also there was a report that mentioned that Emma Stone was also considering suing them or going for a lawsuit as well because
Emma
of
Stone?
Cruella.
What's wrong with Cruella? Oh, yeah, see, that's the other thing, right?
Also, same thing in the contract for her in Cruella, right?
I wonder if they had any other movies that came out on Disney Plus at the same time. They're probably going to get a whole bunch of lawsuits depending on how this Black Widow thing goes.
Right. I wonder if that is a potential fear for Disney at that point. Yeah, they have billions upon billions of dollars, but
could be why they're fighting it,
Right. Yeah.
And like just because a company is worth billions and billions doesn't mean that they actually have billions like in the bank account that they can just like dish out to people, right? So it's like these lawsuits do hurt. Is it going to finish them? No, absolutely not, because they make so much money. But it's not like it's nothing. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted about what happens with Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like it's been a busy week for you with Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi's kept me really busy all weekend. So many seating discrepancies in regards to physical distancing in the theaters. We actually hit a point where both on Friday night, Saturday, all three, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday night, we sold every ticket that we could possibly sell.
Wow.
We're only allowed to sell 1,000 tickets in a day.
Right.
Because of COVID restrictions, right? We sold 1,000 tickets on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah, but also hectic because those theaters are full at that point, right?
Right, and you still have to do all the cleaning and everything like that, right?
Yeah, we have to do all the cleaning, which has enhanced cleaning procedures, including like spraying down seats and wiping them down.
Cleaning, right.
Right, we have to make sure we have to any like commonly touched areas like handrails or door handles are constantly they're being cleaned on a regular basis.
Get
as well.
those railings cleaned, yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. And we also have to make sure that people in the theaters are physically distanced.
Now, how do you
Right.
enforce something like that? Let's say you walk into the theater, right? Movie's on, and you got Joe and... Wait, do you guys make everybody sit apart, or do you like let couples sit next to each other?
No, families can sit together.
Okay.
Right? But between families, there should be 3 seats.
Whoa. Okay.
Right? Yeah. It's kind of tricky. It's actually, it's a whole puzzle, right? Because if you have like, you know, too many people trying to buy tickets, let's say you have a family of 6, quote unquote,
Right.
right? They all came in as a group, you know, and then you have like another couple of other families that have smaller families. They're gonna based on the layout and how the tickets are sold and how the system's made, they're gonna overlap a little bit.
Right.
Right. It's because like we don't have a restriction. I don't know what the restriction is, but it's a pretty high amount that people can buy tickets for.
Okay. Like all in
Right?
one
But
bunch.
yeah. It's not like oh the limit for one group is 4 people.
Right,
We have
I
like
see.
a 6 or 7 limit, right? So it makes it much more difficult to try to physically distance people, because of course people don't want to sit in the very, very front of a movie. Right,
Right.
for the theater, like where they're looking up on the screen.
No,
Completely
that
understand
sweet spot is like the first row in like that section that's like, I don't know how your theaters are set up, but like in all the theaters that I've gone to, like as a kid, there's always this like section down at the bottom in the front, and then
Right.
there's like this walkway, and then right behind the walkway is this railing, right? And then there's like that first row where you can put your feet up on the railing. That's like the prime spot, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what also a lot of people feel like as well. So much so that they also like to take their shoes off and their socks off. and
No,
just put it up
dude.
on the railing.
But don't they know about enhanced cleaning that you guys have to do?
Yeah, they know about it.
Wow.
It's not like they help.
Wow.
Yeah, these are part of the reasons why I'm exhausted.
Well, dude,
Like-
if you come to the United States, you can get a job at the U.S. Postal Service really easy. I can't promise it's going to be less hours. It might be a little bit more pay. I don't know, but, you know, it's something different. You don't have to deal with people's feet. Ugh.
Don't, yeah. Great. That's your takeaway. You don't have to deal with people's feet.
Exactly. I don't have to deal with people's feet.
I spent my Saturday morning running both concession and floor at the same time. That's not easy.
That doesn't
all.
sound easy at all.
You can't, especially with there being a lot of new trainees. It's really hard. I was running like back and forth essentially,
Wow.
trying to make sure these guys get their breaks and like so many other things. Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Your
I
job
was
sounds exhausting, bro.
It is exhausting. Saturday night, like I went for the community game night for Fire Mage that.
Hey, how
Fire
was
Mage
that night?
Hosting.
How was
It
that
was
night?
great. I was
Good.
tired, but it was great. I was
Awesome.
cranky, also very cranky.
You
but it
were
was great.
cranky?
I was cranky.
I can't imagine you cranky. You're always like positive and upbeat.
I didn't pass my negativity onto that Canadian goose yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you're still holding on to it a little bit.
I was holding on to it that night a little bit.
Yeah, you got to find a goose in the wild.
I gotta
To
find a
get-
goose in the
yeah.
wild, man.
Transport all
it's
your
like playing
rage.
a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Fire Mage was there, Game Warrior was there, and Shadow or Shade. I get them mixed up.
Shadow and Shady.
6400.
Yeah, Shadow.
6400. He joined near the end. We were playing
Nice.
a bunch of free for alls and such.
Very nice.
Yeah. It was fun.
Well, that's good. So
I
Saturday you did
got to
game
yell at Fire
night,
Mage. It
and
was funny.
did you have to work on Saturday too? And then you did.
I
game
worked on
night?
Saturday.
Wow.
That was the day I did the running concession and floor at the same time.
Ugh.
Big boss comes up to me. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm heading out now, right? And he's like, you're leaving so early? And I was and I was like, yeah, I'm scheduled to this time. I'm going now. And he's like, why?
Whoa.
That's his
really?
immediate response is why. I'm like, dude, I am tired. I want to go home.
Yeah, good for you, dude. Go like F that guy, bro. That's not okay.
He was like, oh yeah, well I was here before you yesterday and left after you yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, but also I'm not you're not the one running around dealing with so many
Yeah, I
things
love
at the same
supervisors, dude. We
time.
get the same thing at the post office. They're like, dude, I've been here for hours. I've been here since 4. Like, okay, dude, relax. You don't have to walk around all day delivering packages and driving in an old truck while it's 98 degrees outside in a
truck that has no air con. Like, relax. Your job's not that bad, okay?
Right.
Oh, well, you got more responsibility. Okay, fine. But physically, your job's not as bad. So just relax, dude. Stop trying to make it seem like you're working harder than me.
That's the other thing is, the only time I get to sit down is my break, and that's only a half an hour.
Right.
Like,
Like, even
the
if their
other
job...
time I'm standing and walking around the building the entire time.
Right. Even if their job is more responsibilities and more stress. Okay, well, I don't see you coming back to my position. So clearly, like, things are better where you're at. So relax.
I never thought of it that way.
I think that all the time. Because at the post office, right? All the carriers tell each other, dude, never go into management, bro. Never go into too much. It's too much. It's never go into management. Because you ask guys, like, when you get there, have you ever thought about going into management? Have you ever thought about going into management? They all have the same answer. No, dude, I would never go into management. I would never. It's too much, bro. Too much of a headache. Too much headache. And maybe they're right. Okay, but every single carrier that I have seen who's gone through the training to become a supervisor and is in a special, it's called a 204B. It's like a special supervisor position where, like, you're doing supervisor duties, but you're not technically a supervisor yet until you get, like, hired as one. But you're basically a carrier doing supervisor duties in different offices. So you look at these 204Bs, right? And they even say, they go, oh, it's so much harder. It's like, okay, but none of you fucks have come back to being a carrier. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's such bull crap. It's such bull. Oh, don't, it's so hard. Don't. Like, everybody keeps telling me this, but I have yet to see a supervisor come back from supervising. So, yeah, you know, it can't be all that bad. Can't be all that much worse.
That's true.
They don't make that much more. At first, the 204Bs don't make that much more, so, you know,
I suppose that's true. It is what it is. All right, let's segue onto something Halo related.
Segue away.
Let's segue into something Halo related. I'm looking at the show notes.
You talking Halo? Oh, I don't know if we have anything in the show notes, buddy.
We actually don't have anything in here for show notes.
Well, I texted you. I texted you. Did you get my text messages about what we were going to talk about?
Well, I did, but I didn't have time to read the actual thing.
All right, so you have not read all the stuff.
I've been trying to read it as we were talking to each other a little bit.
That's the no worries there.
I'm trying here. I'm sorry, guys. Look, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry, dude. Look, you've been having a crazy life. I've been having a crazy life. I get it. Look,
did you read it all?
Yes, I did.
Now I feel bad because your life is usually busier than mine.
Yeah, but don't feel bad, dude. Don't compare. Look, we all
you got 2 kids.
we all have our own battles in life. We're all fighting against the world. We all have our own battles. I don't compare them, you know? Like, yes, I have 2 kids. Yes, I have a wife. Yes, I have a job where I'm working 60 hours a week. Was I able to get the article in? Yes. Does that mean you should have? Not necessarily. You got your own stuff going on, and that's okay. We're here to have a conversation. We're here to have a conversation. Yeah, everyone's relaxed. It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
That's another thing that's kind of annoying is dealing with people that, like, always feel the need to compare.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, you say, like, oh, I had a bad day, but then another person will be like,
oh, you had a bad day? Well, guess what, man? I accidentally ran over my foot while I was driving, and my leg got sucked into the rim of the car.
Right, yeah, there's always something.
It's like, wow, dude, that does sound like a lot worse, but I guess I shouldn't have even said my story.
Yeah, right? Like, it completely demeans what you're trying to, like, what if you're trying to just maybe vent about something or tell somebody about something? You just completely demeaning them at that point.
It's like, yeah, I'm really having this hard time at home, you know, blah 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 is happening, blah 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 blah. Oh,
it's like, oh yeah, but my mom's in the hospital, and, you know, like, I've got 2 kids, like, you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, okay then.
Well, dude, my schizophrenic dad thought he was a cartoon and dropped an anvil on me, okay? So, like, I'm having a hard time too, bro. It's like, okay, that does sound worse, I guess, but, like, I was just trying to share what's going on with me. Jeez. Like I said, we all.
And then when you don't share, they think that something's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. How come you don't talk to me anymore, dude? What are you talking? I feel
you do that.
I thought we were closer, bro. You know what's another one? Me and my friend Alex at work were talking about this. It's where like you tell somebody like a conversation that you had, and then somebody goes, "Oh, bro, you know what I would have done?" And then they
Right. Oh my god! But you're not in the situation.
they're like, outside of the situation, no pressure at all. Brain is flowing just fine. And they're like, oh,
Right,
bro,
yeah.
I would have said, you know what I would have said, dude. I hate when that happens. And
Oh,
like,
my Lord.
I catch myself doing it all the time. I'm like, oh, bro, you should have said. And really what I mean is like, it would have been funny if you had said, or it would have been awesome if you had said. But instead, the word comes out like, oh, you know what you should have done, dude. You know what you should have said. And it's like, oh my god, shut up, you weren't there.
Plus, yeah, the state of mind is very different when you're talking about it in theory versus being in the moment and and dealing with it.
100%.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
whenever you're under pressure, sorry, I just punched my microphone. Whenever you're under pressure, it's always different. And like this is in everything, right? Even in, like football players, American football players, like kickers, routinely when they're not in a game, when they don't have the front line charging at them, when they don't have the audience and people cheering or whatever, their kicks go way further than when they're in the pressure of the game because because there's pressure. Oh, dude, if that was me, dude, I went out back. No one's out there, dude. I kicked my football and it went like 78 yards, dude. I could have made it. It's like, shut up. You weren't on the goddamn field.
Right? All right, so you sent me a text today saying, hey, technical preview outcomes. Can you read it before the podcast? And I said nothing because I didn't get a chance to read it.
That's okay. Honestly, I thought that maybe it was something that you had already checked out, just because So today was kind of just like, hey, yeah, this is what we're going to be talking about. I kind of assumed that you had already looked at it, but that's again, dude, look, we're just here, we're just having a conversation.
It's all good.
It's all,
did you
find
find anything in particular you would like to speak about?
There are 5 things that I highlighted.
What? 5?
5 things.
Holy shit. All right. Okay. Give me something to knock here. Let's go.
All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is basically what a lot of our podcast was sort of based on last week, which had to do with the XP system in ranking up in the battle pass. Your feeling, and a lot of people mimicked the same kind of feeling of, hey, okay, challenge is cool, but there should be some kind of XP system for like every game where you're earning XP instead of completing challenges. You remember that conversation?
Yep.
Okay, I was totally fine with the whole challenges things. That sounded kind of interesting to me. It didn't bother me. However, you and what seemingly seemed like the rest of the entire community was like, hey, no. We need like a per game thing. So here's the response. Okay, I'm going to read this.
All right.
From a player feedback perspective, we heard the request to earn XP per match outside of challenges, as well as to have XP boost timers only count down while in match. Okay, that was kind of like a separate issue. One of the items that wasn't fully there in the tech preview was our daily challenge model that provides challenges along the lines of play X number of games that will repeat throughout the day. These challenges are replaced after completion and provide a regular XP drop for your battle pass just for playing matches and having fun during your sessions with Halo Infinite. The weekly challenges are where you will see your more specific challenges that you might recognize from other games. For example, get 10 kills with the battle rifle. There is significantly greater depth in the weekly challenges than you saw in the tech preview that we will go through in the future. So, mystery. While you don't get XP per match, you will always have a daily challenge that requires you to play X number of games. Right. And then completing that then gets you XP. Right. Once you finish that challenge, another one will pop up. So it might be every 5 games, it might be every 10 games. I have no idea. Does that sort of fix the issue that you had with the idea of challenges only being the thing to rank up with XP in the battle pass?
Right. We did bring this up, I think last time as well. It was the idea of like, okay, yeah, they do have those challenges and they do refresh, right?
Yes.
But it would make me feel better if, of course, they do that, but you know, the amount of XP I earn would be a little bit more by completing the challenge than actually earning XP per match.
What if it was the same? Like, we don't know what the XP would have been per match. So theoretically, let's say you got 1,000 XP for completing 10 games, any kind of Halo games, right? You got 1,000. So you're basically looking at 100 XP per game. Would that be okay if like it was like the same amount that you would have gotten per game, but instead you get as like one amount once you complete the 10 games?
I suppose it would be okay, but at the end of the day, like, it's not like I'm going to be able to complete every single one of those challenges. It's not like, what if one day I just hop in and I only do 2 games?
Right.
Right? And the challenge is 5 games. At that point, I don't earn any XP.
Correct.
Right? So, like, I understand that they're trying to, like, also get more people to play more games. But, you know, in a situation like that, I would have rather had the XP per match than trying to complete a challenge that I wasn't going to plan on completing.
Right. Theoretically, there might be a tier or a level or an item that you could unlock that you're 100 points away from, but now you have to play another 10 games instead of being able to just play the one game for the XP that you would need. Is that kind of like what your concern is, or what your why it's still not kind of perfect?
That's another,
All right, that actually makes a lot of sense, and I understand that. I kind of thought that this was a pretty good solution. Like, okay, play X number of games, and it's kind of the same thing. But you know what? That argument right there actually makes a lot of sense to me. Like, hey, look, dude, if I'm 200 points away, but I have to complete this challenge where I got to play 10 games, and then I get a whole lot more XP. Like, just give me the XP per game, so that way I can just unlock this thing faster. I do get that. Okay.
And at that point, that would be going. And I know you said you didn't exactly like using the word, but going towards that grindy aspect. But it's not wrong.
Well,
unless I am wrong.
No,
if I'm wrong, then it is what it is.
I think the idea that you would have to play an extra 8 games just to get the XP that you would have gotten from the 2 if you were getting XP per match, that by definition is grinding just to get something. It's like,
okay, so I'm using it in the proper context.
Yeah, like I'm playing this just for the sake of playing it, and like it seems unnecessary. That's what I always think of, like grinding. Like whenever I play a game where they have like I don't feel like playing through battle passes or getting XP to go through battle passes is grindy, but when it feels unnecessary, I think is when it, for me at least, that's when I would use the term, this feels grindy. Yeah. I'm happy that there is that the more specific challenges are weekly, right? Because like, okay, that way people aren't really going crazy. Okay, so like, let's say there's
do a little bit this day and a little bit more this day. Yeah,
we were talking before about the concern of like, okay, well, like what if there's a challenge for like get 5 sticky kills, and then like every game you get into, you got people who are playing for the first time that day, and so everybody's just like using sticky grenades and not even playing the game right. Over the course of a week, there's like less of a, oh my god, I have to do this right now before the end of the day. It's like, hey dude, you got the week. So I feel like that's actually really good when it comes to like the weapon specific challenges. I think that that's a better way to do it, like have it weekly instead of daily. And so if the daily challenges are just playing games, I feel like that's a pretty good compromise, but it didn't seem like it really made a lot of people happy, the change that they were talking about. And it's not even a change, it's like the daily challenges weren't working or something like that in the test flight, which is why people were like, this is stupid. But okay, well, it's good to kind of know that you're not like okay, good, but not great. Is that kind of your feeling for these daily challenges of play X number of games?
Yeah, I'm still on that side.
Okay,
a little bit.
All right, well, that was
the XP booster though. What was it? They say that they were hoping to get boost times in the game itself as well. Yeah, so a problem that people were having is that they're in the menu and they're watching their XP boost like dwindle, and it's like, hey man, I'm not playing right now. Like, why is this timer clicking down and here I am waiting to get into a game? Like, this doesn't feel good. Right. I do understand that. And they said basically like, hey, we're not going to like
from what it sounds like, they're going to try and make the experience better for the player, because there's nothing that feels worse than, hey, here's your double XP running out. By the way, you're sitting in a lobby waiting to get into a game. Yeah, like that that doesn't feel good, right? So they're looking at ways at making like the user experience better, but it doesn't sound like they're just going to make it so that way, you know, the timer only ticks down during the game. You know what would probably be better is, instead of like 24-hour boost or a 6-hour boost, make it like a 10 game boost.
Yeah, you know what? That could be a really good alternative, actually.
I like that idea better. Like,
yeah,
hey,
because like
for 6 games you got double XP.
Right. It's not, I mean, Call of Duty has that problem as well, right? They have their double XP tokens or whatever, but like you're spending maybe a couple of minutes, not even a couple of minutes, but you're spending some of your time in the lobby waiting for games to start.
Yeah.
Right. And that's ticking down, right?
Yeah.
But also I found myself, if I'm using those double XP boosts, I found myself a little bit sitting there thinking to myself, wait, how much more time do I have left?
Right.
On the actual thing.
Right. You know? And like, what if somebody dumps a bunch of double XP because they're expecting to play for a few hours, but then something happens and they can't play, and like, okay, well, I guess I wasted all that. But if it's per game, well, then those double XP matches just kind of sit there until you can play through the matches.
Right. But I just kind of thought of something. When you have, you know how you said the double XP, like for however many matches you play.
Yeah.
What if you have a game where you have everybody drop out or everybody quits or something? Does that count, or does that not count at that point?
I don't know, because it's kind of like, okay, can the system recognize that people are dropping out? Can the system recognize that this wasn't a full game? I think they have join in progress in Halo Infinite. Like,
right, would that count as well?
Right, good questions. I feel like they should be able to kind of figure that out.
Like maybe have a set so it's like, oh, okay, well, if you join in progress, it negates the double XP. Whereas like, you know, if it's a start to finish game, then, you know, you can you earn double XP during that time.
But here's the other deal, right? It would count for completion of a game. So like the XP that you get is from completing challenges, right? Okay. So as long as a game is considered like a game completed that goes towards the challenge for earning XP, then I don't think there's a problem with it. But that's another weird thing, is that this wouldn't even be per game. We were talking about it like it's going to be per game. That doesn't even make any sense. It would be like per challenge, right?
I suppose.
So maybe per game wouldn't work, because it's like, hey, we got to do this XP. Okay, so like if you're in a game and let's say you're playing Call of Duty and you get 20 kills, you got like 0 deaths, you did a whole bunch of cool stuff. You're getting a bunch of XP for performing really well. You're getting XP for completing the match. Okay, now it's doubled, right? Okay, great. But in Halo Infinite, it's like, what's the double XP? Well, the XP is from the challenges. It's not even from how you played during the game. They got rid of that. So it's even weirder, because it's like your double XP is just based off of like what challenges you complete during the time that you have the double XP up. So like, what would you do? Like double XP per challenge, you know, and then like you have a certain amount of challenges that you can apply the double XP to. That's kind of weird. Maybe the time does make more sense for Halo Infinite.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that that's not an alternative. That is an alternative. I guess it could just use a little bit of tweaking in order for that to work.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing is weird.
But both are, you know, logical options if you don't want to do the hey, 20 minutes of double XP, you know.
Yeah, it's like get all your challenges like within one, and then turn that thing on, and then get in there.
Right. Yeah. Right. I guess at that point you'd be sitting there like, okay, so what's the most ideal playlist I should be playing in right now to maximize the amount of
what's the quickest games I can get in?
Exactly.
I don't like that. Because
it goes back to the whole like it goes back to, wait, why don't we just bring back the double XP weekend?
Yeah, let's just do that.
You know, do you remember like Halo? I don't know. Do they still do that now in Halo 5? Is that what the featured playlist actually is?
I have no idea, bro. If I'm being honest with you.
Because I know that like usually they have like a featured playlist. I don't know if it's actually double XP or not, but I remember like double XP weekends was a thing in like Halo 3.
Yeah,
right?
it definitely
And-
was in Halo 4 and Halo 5. I remember.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like there was designated like a designated playlist that was double XP the entire weekend long, and people got together and played in that playlist.
Yeah. And that works when you have per match XP.
Right.
So this is weird. This challenge thing is now weird with this whole like timing for double XP. It's just weird. I don't know.
Fire Mage Gaming says double XP happens occasionally.
Okay.
I assume in Halo 5.
Yeah, I assume Halo 5, yeah. I don't know about this double XP thing. Well, you know what? I'm just going to wait and see. We'll wait and see how it does or how it looks. I don't know if they're going to make any changes.
Did I completely change your mind on this double XP stuff?
Well, it's not that you completely change your mind. It's just understanding that the XP happening differently in Halo Infinite is going to cause more issues with how XP is done. Because it's not... You can't just give out double XP per game like I would want to. Because you're not giving any XP per game. You're only giving XP for challenges. Okay, so now thinking about it like that, it's like, okay, well, can you apply double XP to certain challenges? Like, what do you do there? I don't know. It's all strange. That's all strange. All strange. But they're looking at improving that, whatever that means. Another thing that they got was they were talking about weapon drills. Okay, it sounded like people were very happy with the weapon drills, but they wanted a couple things. So here's what you can here's what they're kind of like working on and what they're going to do. Here's the feedback they got. They said that people wanted to be able to do like the alt fire modes, or like have them teach alt fire modes more clearly. So like, okay, with the Ravager, like what are the different firing modes? How do I do it? Whatever, like have that kind of like trained in the tutorial, which makes perfect sense to me.
Right, yeah. It wasn't that clear when we did play in the tech preview.
Right. Some feedback they got is that they said like some people wanted a way to swap between weapon drills more easily. That makes a lot of sense. Like you might go like, hey, I want to practice with the sniper. Okay, let me practice with the BR real quick. Okay, hold on, I gotta quit. I gotta back out.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a lot.
Yep.
Some players wanted untimed weapon drills, which makes sense. Like, should all the drills just be under pressure, or should you be able to just kind of like shoot without the timer?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I think that would be nice too. And then many players wanted equipment and movement drills. All right, so it sounds like all of these things are slated to come. Pretty much everything that all the feedback that people were asking for, the alt fire modes being taught more clearly, getting in and out of weapon drills easier, untimed weapon drills, and then equipment and movement drills. That's all coming. If it's not going to be there at launch, it will come shortly after launch, is what they're saying about all that. So I thought that was kind of a big deal. Like all the feedback that they got was either stuff they were already working on, or like, okay, yeah, we'll do this.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing that I wanted to bring up was the difference between zooming in Halo 5 and zooming in Halo Infinite. I did not know this when I was playing the technical preview. Okay, let me give you a little bit of a history here. And let's go to Halo 3. We use Halo 3, Halo 5, and Halo Infinite. In Halo 3, no matter what your weapon was, you were able to fire at the hip. And with certain scoped weapons, you were able to zoom in. The battle rifle, the carbine, the sniper rifle. But most weapons, or I shouldn't say most, but pretty much all the weapons, you were firing from the hip, basically. If you clicked to zoom in, what would happen is you would pull out your binoculars, and you would just kind of like look further in the distance there. Right? That's Halo 3. In Halo 5, you could zoom in with every single weapon, and it would make your accuracy better. Okay, so if you had the assault rifle, and you're trying to shoot some guy on the other side of Fathom, okay, you zooming in is going to make your shots more accurate than if you're not zoomed in. Okay?
Okay.
You with me? Okay.
Yep.
Halo Infinite doesn't... It's not either of those, okay? Zooming in Halo Infinite does not make your weapon more accurate. So you are still firing from... So you shooting from the hip and you shooting while quote-unquote zoomed in Does not change your accuracy, does not make it easier to hit people. I mean, it makes it easier because a target that's on your screen that's smaller is now a little bit bigger, but your weapon accuracy is going to be the same. The bullet magnetism is going to be the same. The all that kind of stuff is going to be the same. So this is the way that they word it. They say, a last note here was that there was confusion around the zoom function on weapons without scopes. Many of you were curious if it changed the weapon's aiming traits or increased its effectiveness at range, similar to Halo 5's Smart Scope. That is not the case for unscoped weapons in Halo Infinite. Similar to many previous Halo titles, scoped weapons will have benefits due to their scopes, but unscoped weapons will perform the same regardless of its zoom state. Players will see a decrease in field of view, but no, there's no underlying change to these weapons when zoomed in. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. So it's just an aesthetic then at that point, right?
It's kind of an aesthetic. The one difference it does make is that the target that you're aiming at is now bigger on your screen.
Right.
That's it though. Like with the AR, your bullets were more precise when you were zoomed in. This is not the case in Halo Infinite. I thought that
How
was.
do we feel about that?
I don't hate it. It makes it so that way scoping in with unscoped weapons is kind of useless. Not useless, but not necessary. In Halo Infinite, if somebody had even the sword, dude. If somebody was zoomed in on the sword, they could actually lunge further.
Lunge so far.
So weapons did change in Halo 5 based on whether or not you were zooming. I always wondered how I was getting beat by people with hammers in like Griffball. Well, it's because of the zoom. If you're not zooming in when you're swinging at people, you're not getting as much of a distance there.
I've never tried to zoom in with a hammer.
Yeah, try it.
I've never actually tried it. How long has Halo 5 been out? I've never tried to zoom in with a hammer. What the heck?
The shotgun was more effective in Halo 5 when you were zoomed in than when you were zoomed out. So
yeah, you used to be able to shoot somebody pretty far with a shotgun.
Right. So all of that is not going to be that's not going to be the case in Halo Infinite. There won't be any kind of differences, and won't be any kind of differences there. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I actually genuinely don't know. I guess we'll have to. I want to maybe play with it a little bit more. It might explain why I was thinking I was playing as bad as I was playing as bad during that flight test. Maybe because I was alternatively thinking that like, oh, when I zoom in, I would be much more accurate. When the reality was that wasn't the case.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Huh.
It might take some getting used to, I suppose.
I'm all for it. I like it. I felt like, especially melee weapons, it was really silly to be like better zoomed in than zoomed out. That's kind of like, ugh, what? It makes sense if you're bringing the weapon, like shooting from the hip. Okay, whatever. If you're bringing it up, ideally you would have more control. It's sitting in your shoulder. So if you're zoomed in, but I mean, in a first-person shooter, you're kind of walking around like that anyway. Scoped. I don't know. I feel like it kind of makes sense for it to be more accurate, but at the end of the day, I prefer a kind of game where it's like you don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. You can just kind of focus on shooting at somebody. And if you prefer to scoop in, okay, great, you got it. If you don't want to scoop in,
holy jeez.
Yeah, if you want to scoop in your,
you want to scoop in
your scope there.
If you want to go in for the kill via scoop,
you want to scoop their eye out through their face shield there.
I can't wait until we start seeing Halo Infinite melee weapons where you get an ice cream scoop or like their melee weapon or something.
Yeah, dude, when they have the snowman head, you just get your like scoop thing, you just scoop their brains out. Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, dude, you know, I think that I'm for it. I'm certainly for it when it comes to the melee weapons. I think I'm for it regardless. Like, okay, cool. We don't need to change the way weapons handle just because you're scoping in, except for the BR and the sniper, just because they get more accurate. But that's pretty much it.
Something I didn't test, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much more accurate, like, you know, the Halo Reach guns were, or like the Halo, I guess 5 that used Bloom when you pulse fired?
Bro, I played so little amount of Halo Reach, I couldn't tell you, because I was so turned off by Bloom, and I was so turned off by Sprint and Armor Lock and Jetpacks that I played like 200 games of that, and I was like, I'm done. I don't need to play this game ever again.
DaddyTrax retired from Halo.
I had almost 11,000 multiplayer games played in Halo 2. I had almost 6,000 multiplayer games in Halo 3. I had 240 something in Halo Reach.
This is an actual fact?
Fact.
Oh, I see. Right. So in Halo Reach, when you crouched, for example, and you were firing, you had a much smaller fire spread.
I didn't know that.
With the assault rifle, even with the DMR, it was a much more tighter spread.
Ew.
Right. So what people would do is they would crouch and fire like maybe 2 shots into a Spartan, and by the time that other Spartan would turn around or something, you already had like two really accurate shots on them, and you could just now basically spray them, kind of thing.
Ugh.
With whatever you kind of needed.
Ugh.
I'm wondering. I didn't actually test to see in the infinite flight test that whether or not, like, if you're crouching and like firing, is it a tighter spread or not?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, in this new game, it won't be. So.
Right. Yeah. I guess that kind of confirms it, due to the fact that if you're zooming in, you're not really getting more accurate shots.
That's right.
That could change, though.
I hope they don't change it. Whatever they do at launch, I don't want them to change it afterwards. That would be a significant change to happen a couple months in or halfway through the game cycle or whatever.
Right. I don't want a repeat of Halo Reach when 343 took over in Halo Reach, and people were complaining that the bloom was too ridiculously large.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a tighter bloom spread. So they had a title updated Arena Slayer. And then like another one was like 0 bloom Arena Slayer, and then all of a sudden you have like all these different like game types where you have to adapt to.
It's too you chopped up the player base too much.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And I really do not want that to happen in Halo Infinite. It's like, if they much more accurate Slayer, like,
right. I don't know what they would call it. I can't imagine that they're going to repeat that. And look, we didn't see that in Halo 4, we didn't see that in Halo 5,
right?
We certainly didn't have playlists that were different. I think the biggest change that happened in Halo 5 with weapons was the effectiveness of the battle rifle. Went from being obnoxiously effective to being not as effective. And in fact, sometimes I would take the pistol over the BR.
Even in Halo 4, they did that as well, when it was really effective.
Oh, they did change the BR.
And then they nerfed the BR.
No, it's the other way around. The BR in Halo 4 first was 5 shots. They went from 5 shots to 4 shots, which was really weird. It's like, why does this BR not work?
No, I was okay with that, actually.
A 5-shot BR?
I was okay with the 5-shot BR.
I hated it. And that's why they came out with the pistol in Halo 5, because they were like, okay, well, we're going to do a 5-shot weapon, so we'll just make it a different weapon and they'll be fine with it. And everybody was.
Yeah,
everybody was. They wanted a short to medium range weapon that was 5 shots to kill. And they introduced it in Halo 4 with the battle rifle. And people freaked out because it was 5 shots, not 4. And they went, okay, fine. And Halo 5's coming around. They're in the round table. They go, what do we do about this thing? What do we do about this? We want a 5-shot precision weapon. What do we do here? Somebody goes, okay, we're just not going to call it a battle rifle. Just make a pistol. Just make it a pistol. And everyone was fine with it. Except for the esports people who were like, this looks stupid that we're running around shooting pistols. So like, they can't win no matter what.
Right, but the esports people were also involved with the making of the multiplayer for Halo 5. Like, they went back to them all the time.
I don't think that they had as much.
Oh, you don't think they had as much say as we're led on to believe?
Well, I remember a lot of the there was a lot of feedback that came out from, not feedback, but there were a lot of pros who came out and talked about the process for changing multiplayer. And there were some maps where they said, hey, we should change this, we should change this, we should change this. And like, they would make those changes, but then they would do more changes, or they wouldn't change those things. And then there were some maps where they're like, no, this map is totally fine, everything's fine. But they were like, no, we have to make changes so that way people can see we're making changes. So they would change things that like none of the esports people wanted changed. So it was like a very like weird kind of like, okay, we need to kind of come in and like make changes because people are asking for changes, and like this is going to happen, so what's going to change? It seemed like a very like not well thought out kind of thing, because like the feedback that they got from the pro players who were actually in the esports Not the people hired by 343, but the actual pro players were given some feedback, or were giving feedback, and they're asked for their feedback, but it wasn't. There were still changes that were made that they didn't want, and there were some things that weren't changed that they wanted changed. So it's like, it's not like it was a perfect. Yeah, the esports players got everything that they were asking for.
Okay. All right. I see. I see.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Tarzan. Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. It's icy outside. It's icy.
Oh, it's icy out there.
It's icy out there.
Oh, Mystery, careful out there. It's icy out there. Do I sound like one of your neighbors? Oh, Mystery, it's icy out there. Careful, Sonny.
Not in the area that I live in. No.
Not in the area that you live in.
Yeah. You'd have to go a little farther out, like north.
Oh, it's so icy. Hey. So what do you, I'm going to ask you for what you think. What do you think the community's feedback to Sprint was?
What do I think it was?
How do you think it was received?
I would like to think that it was overall positive because, you know, for us, it seemed like that natural balance. When we discussed this, what, at least 5 episodes ago?
Sprint's balance was positively received.
Hey!
Movement, with Sprint in particular, has been a hot topic in Halo for quite some time now. In Halo Infinite, we took a different approach to balancing it. We're happy that the current speed and balance is playing well, but rest assured, we'll always be keeping a close eye on movement. So, the way that they fixed Sprint, in my opinion, Halo Infinite has done it. 343 did it. They conquered Mount Everest.
Sprint.
They fixed Sprint. And we can put it to rest. Me, as a very heavily get Sprint out of this game kind of person, I'm playing Halo Infinite with Sprint in it. I'm going, I'm happy with this. I'm good. No. This is done. This is done. All hail 343. Whoever that guy is who fixed it, he needs a promotion. He did it.
Give him a raise.
Give him a raise. He did it. They got some feedback that said players wanted to feel smoother. I'm not sure what that. I thought the movement was fine. And less warping, but that's kind of like network stuff, so that should be fixed. Like rubber banding and stuff. I think that's what they mean by warping.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean.
They said that the screen shake was too much, even when turned off in settings. I don't know what they're talking about. Did the screen shake when you're sprinting?
Yeah, ever so slightly.
So I guess some people are getting motion sick.
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they were trying to go for the realism of like, okay, like it's not like you're gonna be like when you're sprinting, it's not like your head's not gonna move. You know, like maybe they were going for like that kind of feel. They
said for the players who noticed that screen shake was present, even after setting it to zero, means 0. Don't worry, that was a bug. It should be smooth sailing in the next flighting build. Okay, so when the next flight comes out, you'll be able to sprint. No shakes. You'll just move quicker. I love that. I will 100% do that. I don't want any of that screen movement.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, you know, that non-realism, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't need it.
The idea of like, okay, well, the Spartan's head is not on like a tripod or something while he's running. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, give me the what do they call that? Steadicam. Give me the Steadicam thing. Give me that thing. I'll put my head on a Steadicam. I'm one of those people, I turn vibration, like the first thing I do when I turn on the game, vibration gets turned off
on your controller.
Yeah, vibration gets turned off, and then anything I can do to take away from, I usually turn vibration off. I turn brightness, like not all the way up, but I turn it up a lot.
Right, okay.
'Cause I want to be able to see.
Are you a hold to crouch kind of guy, or are you like a toggle crouch?
Hold to crouch.
I usually go hold to crouch.
Yeah, I do hold to crouch just because it's, at this point, I think it's just what I'm used to. Toggle crouch confuses the shit out of me, so I don't even bother with it. Like I accidentally turn it on once. I'm like, why is my guy being an idiot? Not really realizing I was always the idiot. But yeah, vibration gets turned off. Dead zones get turned down to 0. I don't want any of this look acceleration stuff. Oh, look acceleration gets turned to 0. Dead zones. I actually think I might leave dead zones on, but look acceleration gets down to 0 either. The idea that you're gonna speed up my aimer after like whatever amount of get out of here, dude. Get that out of here. Look acceleration, get rid of it. I'd rather just have a smooth. I want a smooth Smooth aimer. I want a
Honestly,
smooth aimer.
for me, it's confusing. When you say look acceleration and dead zones, even though they have the description there, it's still confusing to me.
All right,
It's not like if there was a way that I could test it so I can find a way to feel to have comfortability, that'd be great. But
Okay.
like there isn't a way. So
All right.
I don't know what I'm changing.
I'm going to explain look acceleration for you real easy in a way that you're going to understand. You ready for this? You ready?
Yeah, yes. Nodding and saying yes does not help on camera.
No, it doesn't,
Noted.
especially when you don't have a camera.
That's no, I do.
Oh,
Don't
you do.
see
Sorry,
it?
you
I
are
do.
up there. I
God,
couldn't see it because of the Morty face.
tracks.
Sorry, my bad. That is mystery up there. Okay, so acceleration is like, okay, let's look at a timeline of like 2 seconds. Okay, so at point A is 0 seconds and point B is 2 seconds. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, the speed that your cursor, that your aimer is moving at A, and the speed when your cursor gets to B, in my opinion, should be kind of the same thing. Like if I hit right on my joystick, I want it to just move, right? I just want it to move smoothly. Like, okay, so as soon as the input gets registered, my aimer just starts moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea of look acceleration is maybe you don't want to move as much at first. So like your speed closer to point A at 0 seconds is slower and then slowly increases as it gets to B.
Okay, so it's like an ease in, ease out.
It's like an ease in, ease out.
Which I explained to you, what, a couple weeks ago?
Exactly. But when it
Is
came
that
to
what it
video
is?
editing,
It's an ease in, ease out?
yes, this is an ease in and ease out. That's exactly what this is, but for moving your aimer.
Okay.
So I like to turn it to 0 because I don't want there to be any easing.
Okay, so you don't want it at all.
I don't want any
period.
easing. Dude, just move my
Okay.
goddamn aimer, please.
Okay, if that's the case, like for me, that's like, okay. Then that's something that I probably would want to change in my settings because I'm not really a big fan of this ease in, ease out shenanigans.
I hate it. I hate it. I guess the idea is like, okay, well, if you want to turn around real quick, maybe you want to turn around real quick but you don't necessarily want your look sensitivity to be really high. So like, okay, if you wait the extra 2 seconds, like you'll be able to turn around faster. I guess maybe that's part of it. But honestly, it's just easier for me if it's all the same and I'll just put myself in a good position. Okay, look, I was the 2017 wet t-shirt 1v1 Drunken Halo tournament champion. Okay, so I don't need any of this look acceleration. Okay.
Okay, so then what's the other one?
Oh, dead zones.
Dead zones.
Okay, let's say you have a controller and you have a joystick. Okay, you have a joystick on your controller. And sometimes you need dead zones, and we'll get into that. But what a dead zone basically is when you put your thumb on this joystick, there's a certain amount of pressure that you can apply to where your aimer doesn't move at all. That is called the dead zone. Okay? If you just so slightly wanted to move your controller, maybe you don't want your aimer to start moving over yet. Maybe you want to really try and ease in and just move it very, very slowly. So like you have a little bit, I'm trying to think of how to exactly describe this.
So for the podcast listeners, this isn't going to help, but he's got his controller in his hand right now as he's trying to show me.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, very, very slight movements on your joystick aren't registered with a larger dead zone. It basically negates it. So you need to push your joystick over more distance out of the dead zone until the input starts being registered.
So it's like a noise gate.
It's like a noise gate. Wow, this is great. It's exactly like a noise gate. Oh, this is really
Okay,
funny.
so
It's
for
exactly
those, for
like
the
a
people
noise
that
gate.
don't understand what a noise gate is, essentially there is like a limit on the audio bar, right? And if the noise in the microphone reaches above that limit, that means the audio is being recorded, or at least the microphone is not cutting it out.
Right,
If the audio is below that limit, the audio will be cut out.
right.
from the
Maybe
noise
you
gates.
have like a little humming on your computer.
Right.
And you want that cut out. You would set the noise gate to be slightly above the so that way that wouldn't be there. And then
Right.
when you talk, your
Which would
voice is
definitely be louder
dominating.
than yeah, it would have
Right.
to be louder than that sound effect. Right. Right. And the other thing is like if it reaches a specific peak, it would also cut off, which is clipping.
Right, now we don't have to worry about that when it comes to our controller. We're just the
Right.
bottom. We're just worried about the floor when it comes to the dead zones. Now,
Right,
here's why
yeah.
you might want a dead zone. Sometimes your joystick can get a little dirty there, Mystery. You ever have a
Okay.
dirty joystick?
Right.
Well,
Is this a
sometimes
sex joke?
no, what? No. Sometimes if you have a
Sex joke?
no, dude. Sometimes
you
if you,
lie like a rug. Don't even.
sometimes if-
Jimmy would be making one right
Huh?
now.
What? No. Sometimes if you have a dirty joystick, it doesn't work properly. And sometimes you can confuse the little sensors in your controller. If it gets too dirty, the sensor's like, I can't really see. Is he trying to move right now? Okay, so if the sensor goes, is he trying to move right now? It might actually start moving your cursor, even though your joystick is just sitting there doing nothing. Okay?
Because of said debris.
Because of debris. So if you set your dead zone a little bit higher, then your controller goes, is that something? Oh, it doesn't matter because that dead zone's there. So any input that's underneath that, we don't even have to worry about.
In which case, that would only apply to like controllers that are overused.
Right. So sometimes, and I found this out with my Elite controller, I turned my dead zones down to 0 in Halo 5, and all of a sudden, my aimer started drifting across the screen for no reason. I was like, oh, that dead zone was helping there. So then I found what the minimum dead zone I could set to get rid of the drift without, without having too high of a dead zone. So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There's a dead zone for
So
you.
look acceleration is an ease in, ease out, and dead zones is a noise
Right.
gate.
So I hate look acceleration. I hate dead zones. I hate vibration, and I hate your screen shaking all over the damn place when you're sprinting. I don't need any of it.
Right.
So when I first get into a game of Halo, turn on brand new settings. All those things go away. Get out of here. Don't need them. Don't want them.
Okay. Okay.
The
That
other
makes a bit
thing,
more sense. I'm gonna have to start messing around with that stuff before
yeah,
before the next game night.
play around with it a little bit. Play around with it a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit.
gonna have to play around with some of my joysticks.
Yeah, play around with your dirty joystick.
I didn't say dirty. Don't put words in my mouth, man.
All right, the last part here that I thought was really worth talking about is they talk about the next Halo flight.
Ooh, they do?
They don't set a date, but they tell you what's up.
All right, what's up?
So if you want to join us for our next Halo Infinite flight, which will feature 4v4 arena and
What?
big team battle. Dun 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 dun.
Hey!
Be
Some
sure to
V8
register for the Halo
programs.
Insider program, and if you're already registered, it never hurts to quickly double check your profile to ensure everything is complete and verified. Remember, you can update your preferences and or opt out at any time.
Right. So I hope Jimmy has signed up for.
Dude doesn't even have an Xbox. He doesn't even have social media anymore. I just found that out today.
Yeah.
He's on TikTok. That's it.
Yeah.
He got off everything. I talked to him today for a little bit. I was like,
Did
hey,
you?
yeah, I told him this. I was like, hey, bro, what should I tell people when it comes to the podcast? Because I keep saying you're either dead
He's not dead.
or you'll be back at some point. And he chuckled. I go, so what should I tell people? He goes, well, dude, I'm really just trying to get everything settled, right? Vaguest sentence that could possibly come up. And I was like, I don't know what that means. What does that mean exactly? And basically, here's what he has going on. The way that he is earning an income right now requires him to work at nighttime, which is why he's not on the podcast at nighttime when we're live. He's also working during the day on a bunch of things. He has some stuff going on with his property. He has his main stream of income that's coming in. He also has some other projects that he's working on. So with all the things that he's doing, he just doesn't have the time right now. And he said when he gets settled and, you know, when he's not working as much and when he doesn't have as much going on, he'll be happy to come back. He said it's not really a question about time. Like, he technically has the time or could figure the time out. He said it's honestly kind of like mentally where he's at. He just doesn't know how he will be like mentally engaged with the podcast without his mind kind of going off and thinking about a whole bunch of other things that he has going on in the background. So I totally respect that. And I totally appreciate him opening up about that. And so this is me kind of communicating this to everybody else in the community. The reason why Jimmy's not here is because he's just super busy and honestly just not really in a good headspace to contribute towards a not just a Halo podcast, but a podcast in general. So
okay,
that's where we're at with that.
He also did mention that he did want us to like say a particular message or something like that.
Oh, do you have that? Because I
did put it in the show notes. I remember that like the day he sent that to us in our chat, that I literally copied and pasted it straight away into the show notes. It's actually like at the end of the show notes.
We didn't say that. I haven't said that yet. Do you want to read that?
All right.
Actually, let me find this. You said it's in our show notes?
It's in the show notes. It's at the end. I just didn't know where to put it in the show notes at the time. So I was just like,
that.
okay, that way, you know, instead of you accidentally clearing it out, it's there.
I got you. Here we go. This is from Jimmy. I want to give an accurate answer for myself and the podcast. I will not... Dude, this is like... I feel like I want to rewrite this for him.
Is this your impression of him? Like, are you trying to sound like
giving him a little bit of a different voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, okay.
I'll give him a high society voice. How about that?
Okay, sounds fantastic.
I want to give an accurate answer for myself and the podcast. I will not commit to the podcast or anything else similar as of now until I establish a salary with my new company and get fully moved on to my new property. I'm doing 12-hour days every day right now. I didn't know I would have to do this much. I just don't feel focused enough to do a podcast. Hopefully everyone understands, and I love you all. Can't wait to come back one day, even for one to talk. I can't wait to come back one day, even for one to talk conspiracies. And then you put a bunch of hands.
Yeah, those are gang signs, right?
Yeah, he's in a gang too, dude.
He's in a gang now.
He's in a Utah gang,
Oh,
also
okay.
known as the Mormons. Just kidding. He didn't actually join the Mormons, but that is the Utah gang.
What does the first one mean?
The first one's the OK symbol or the asshole symbol.
Okay, the second one is the
gotcha
Spider-Man symbol.
No, it's like a metal, like rock hands, like.
And then the last one is bunny ears.
Devil
right?
horns.
That's devil horns?
Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay, I thought you said the third one is devil horns.
You know, when you're rocking out to your metal mystery, when you're in the middle of the mosh pit at your Megadeth concert.
Right, yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. Uh-huh.
I don't even know if Megadeth is a band. I kind of think it is. And then the last one is the peace sign. Peace, dude.
That looks like bunny ears.
Peace, bro. What is also bunny ears, man? Hey, man, just peace, bro. Why are we all fighting? It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Great attempt at said accent.
Thanks. Hey, man, I just peace, man. Like, you're all worried about life, but you know, if you just stop to think about it for just a moment, you'd realize that all the problems you're facing now are kind of like the same problems that you've had before, but just a little different, and they're all the same problems you're going to have in the future, man. So, like, if you just stop to think that your life is going to constantly be filled with problems, kind of like the ones that you have right now, then the problems won't be as miserable because you'll be like, oh, this is just part of life, man. And I've gotten through it before. I'll get through it again. Okay. Peace, man.
Bunny ears. Man. Bunny ears.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. All right. Yeah, new TikTok for me, I guess.
All right. I was
Oh,
did you find anything else that you wanted to talk about in the technical preview?
Honestly, I was sort of banking on you having another.
Okay. No, hold on.
Plus that you wanted to get into.
There might be some stuff
But
that
we
I
don't
would
have
like to bring
to.
up.
Well,
There
go
might
ahead.
be. No.
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Yeah. I know. I get it. I didn't do my job. I get
you just got to go.
I get it. They mentioned something about the combat sensor.
Oh yeah, the combat sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? I do have something. I
He
have
has
something to
something.
contribute here.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We're getting somewhere.
Well, you want me to help you here? Or you want to go through it?
No. Yes. I don't know.
All right. Here we go. Ready?
No, I got it. I think I got this.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, I got this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You're good. And
Right. Where is the combat sensor section of this? I found it.
And 3,
Okay, so
2.
and we're live. The combat sensor radar section, they had some feedback, and the feedback said some liked the combat sensor, though most found it confusing.
Yeah.
Other feedback included some wanted height indicators as well.
Yeah.
That is
had
something
that
I
in
guess
Halo
I didn't
5.
notice in the flight test. What do they mean by height indicators? Is that like, oh, this person is above you, this person is below you, like in Halo Reach?
So the way that it worked in Halo 5, at least, I'm not sure about Halo Reach. I only played 240 something games, but in Halo 5, the way that it worked was like if somebody was below you, I believe that they were a darker shade of red. And then if they were on the same level, I believe that they were like a brighter shade of red. And then maybe when they were above you, it was also a brighter shade of red. So like,
I think actually the above you was a triangle, if I'm correct, in one of the Halo games. Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was Halo Reach or Halo 4 where they introduced that as an option, as a thing.
I won a damn tournament without knowing that. Although I don't think we had a motion sensor in the tournament that I won, so that's okay.
The 1v1?
Yeah, the 2017 Drunken Halo 1v1 wet t-shirt contest 1v1 Halo 5 tournament.
Pretty sure they did not have the radar on that one.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Oh, you talking about shapes?
shapes. Yeah. So if they were below you, they should be a square. If they were above you, no, I'm kidding. No, that confuse everybody. So they said that they wanted to like some of the suggestions were to bring it back to like the Halo 5, or they were going for the Halo 5 threat tracker kind of thing.
Right.
Right, but they some of the things that they were talking about was updating the combat sensor to be more of the motion tracker, like the old Halo games, where crouch walking would not come up on the radar,
Right.
but regular walking and like sprinting comes up on the radar.
Like a motion sensor, guys. Detects
Right,
motion.
Right, yeah, this is I mean, they call it a combat sensor in this game, so I mean, I guess it was meant to be something different. Does that mean now that they have to change it back to the motion tracker now?
This isn't a motion sensor. This is a combat tracker. Okay, so it's not, your theory is invalid.
Well,
What?
fine then.
Well, no, that's them talking to me.
Oh, I thought you were mocking me.
No, I don't have that voice. That was 3 for 3. Hey, man, it's a combat tracker, man.
Right, yeah. So the little snippet that they said is, while some appreciated the new approach, we found that most players missed the old properties in these social matches.
Yes.
We've updated the combat sensor to feel more like the, and this is in quotes, motion tracker of old,
Yeah.
which shows all movement besides crouch walking, and should have that ready for folks to test in the next flight.
Great. Guess
Yeah.
what? The motion sensor nobody ever had a problem with. Why would you ever change it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, or you might break it.
Right, so that's the reason why I brought this up is just because like I never really noticed it, you know, so to speak.
You're right.
Like I guess I wasn't really looking at the radar as much because I guess we were fighting bots.
Bots.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're fighting bots.
We were going up against combatants.
That was impressive. I wouldn't have been able to do that. Hey, it's a combatant.
I really wanted to do the I really wanted to.
Why didn't you do it for yourself?
I wanted to, but then I realized that like I have the I have my mixer set to then like the volume is so low that even if I did push the button, you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Oh.
I didn't want to accidentally push a button in the middle of the podcast, so I put the volume on low.
That's kind of you.
Yeah, because the last thing you need is like in the middle of somebody saying something, this comes up. You know what I mean?
Oh my God,
like,
dude.
You see what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
By
Okay.
accident, that's the last thing you need.
Yes. I understood without the demonstration, but now that I have the demonstration, I am very acutely.
I was just trying to
understand now.
enforce it.
Yes.
I'm just trying to enforce it.
I agree.
My
I agree.
apologies to the people that are listening on headphones.
You are fine. Like me. No,
You almost fell off your seat.
I was like, oh my God, I'm in a band.
Yeah, I think this one is one of the default ones on the thing here. Right.
Okay.
I don't know. It's pretty quiet. It should be pretty quiet for you.
It is pretty quiet, so that's pretty.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
But you can hear it. So, yeah. The other thing I wanted to bring up was the personal AI. I was genuinely kind of curious to hear what people's thoughts were on the personal AI.
Okay.
So they've gotten some positive feedback. Positives were people loved having their own personal AI for the first time, and people loved customizing their personal AI.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah. For me, customizing the personal AI, I mean, you don't really see it that often, so it doesn't really bother me the way it looked, right? Like, you saw it as a pyramid, I don't know, every once in a while, I suppose.
I wonder what would be a good way to
implement it properly.
Yeah, like maybe it shows up on your HUD when it talks or something like that in like the top left corner or something like that, but maybe that's too distracting. I don't know.
And like, yeah, that could be distracting. It could be adding even more to like the screen on like already already on the screen.
Do we need all this extra with the AI? But at the same time, it's like, well, you'll never really see it.
Yeah, right. You're sitting there wondering to yourself, what's the point of customizing this if you're only going to see it for like a couple of seconds in the middle of a game?
Right.
Maybe on top of your objective or something, you know?
Right.
Where those pads are for the objectives. The feedback was they desire more customization options.
Sure.
Separate voice from body, more shapes, more voices, more colors.
Yeah, totally agree with all that. It was pretty limited. I kind of just assumed that they were going to do more, and I think that's what their response was.
Right. Yeah. This is just like, oh, here's a couple, just to to whet that appetite, and then from there we're gonna have even more.
Hey, nice appetite. Let me whet that appetite for you.
I would love to see Clippy if I can.
The Microsoft clip thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed you were writing a suicide note. Do you need help with your browser?
Oh my God!
That was like a meme for a while back in the day before memes were a thing.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, that'd be great because I mean it's Microsoft owned, right?
Right. Try phrases like this.
Yeah, just imagine Clippy trying to like I guess correct your grammar as a Spartan or something. Like your Spartan maybe just like, because you have the Clippy voice or something, your Spartan automatically just says things kind of incorrectly or like not grammatically correct.
What do you think the Clippy voice sounds like?
You.
What?
I think it should be you.
Like this?
No, the way the excited you.
Oh yeah. Well, like that.
That one. Yeah, that one. The one.
Oh hey, dude, fix your grammar, man.
Yeah, that one. That's the one.
Make him like a semi-stoner and like not complete stoner, but hey man, you gotta get to the objective.
That's the one.
There we go.
I'll
do voice lines. I'll do voice lines. 3 for 3.
I know you would. I feel like you would enjoy it.
3 for 3. I'll do some voice lines.
Oh
my god, that guy killed you!
Okay. I was expecting one more, but I guess it didn't end up happening.
Dad, reload your gun! You only got 2 bullets in the chamber! That would be a good one, dude.
2 in the chamber. Reload your gun, damn it!
Reload your gun, dude! You're gonna get killed! It's
gonna be a massacre!
It sounds like paranoid and like nervous about everything you do. Oh, Jesus! Where are you going?
All right. Other feedback that was given, they want the desire to preview a personal AI's voice and personality in the lobby.
Hey, I'm Clippy. I'll be real good. I'll tell you, I'll do real good for you. Let's go to battle. I don't know. What's an AI say?
Let's go to battle with 2 T's.
Oh, go to battle. 2 T's. Don't misspell it. I'll help.
Another little bit of feedback was desire to increase the variety of their lines.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Which
sense.
I guess that makes sense because after a while
It gets repetitive.
it does, right? But
Yeah,
I guess that would be like if you played the entire weekend or whatever. Like for me, it was fresh and it was fun because I only played a couple of games here and
Right.
there.
But I think you even said this, like, okay, like after 5 minutes, it's gonna get kind of like, okay, this kind of wears out its welcome.
Fun for 5 minutes and then yeah.
I say get those voice actors on speed dial. Have them record a bunch of clips. Like, do it every month. Like, make it even topical. Not too topical. I don't want like people's opinions put into
All of a
the
sudden
AI.
you just have political views.
Hey, man, did you consider this guy?
It's like, get that shit out of here.
The Canadian federal elections are coming up and like all of a sudden like my AI is talking to me about voting.
Hey, man, did you register to vote or, you're just gonna play Halo the whole time?
There you go. And then the last
You
thing
can
was-
register to vote at the main menu here.
Oh shit. And by clicking on this, it'll open up Microsoft Edge.
If you're unsure about what candidate you want, I have a couple recommended for you.
Shows every single candidate available. And the last thing was desire to control how much the personal AI talks,
Yeah, that's
including
good.
turning them off.
Right. I like that a lot. Like, I might only want some things, not all things.
Right. Yeah, that's something that I was kind of thinking about as well. Is just maybe just eventually, like, again, fun for 5 minutes and then turn it off.
Like, I don't need you to like make a ooh every time I pick up a sniper rifle, you know?
Right. Yeah. Or like the gagging that one of them does whenever you kill somebody with a gravity hammer. They're
Right.
Like,
Right. But I wouldn't mind, and I don't remember if the AI did this. I wouldn't mind if the AI reminded me when power-ups were coming up, power weapons were coming up, or when that might have just been in game. I don't know if that was even the AI.
Yeah, I think in game it'll like there was a timer if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly,
I feel like
kinda
that
just
should
popped
go
up.
to the AI because I feel like that would be an AI thing to do. But that's another conversation.
Heads up, new sniper coming in 2 minutes.
Right.
Or like, would it be helpful to have the AI say like sniper rifle picked up at, and then they say like whatever the time was, that it was picked up?
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild. I think like it's a really good question because I feel there's a part of me that says like that's too much information to give people through the system.
Oh, would it be only it would only be like the one person? Are you saying like everybody, or are you saying just the person that has the AI? Or I guess everybody has the AI, but sorry, but the person that's playing and picked up said power weapon.
Oh, okay. So like you pick it up, and they go like, "Hey, you picked this up at 2:06."
Right. Yeah. So
I
it's
like
not
that.
telling
I
the
like that.
team that they picked it up, or like your teammate picked it up at 2:06. It's just telling you, the player, you picked it up at 2:06.
I like that a lot. I really like that idea a lot, actually.
Right. That way, like if you're listening and so on and so forth, let's say you forget or something, right? At least it comes up via the AI's voice, and then like if your teammate says, "Oh, hey, yeah, so what time did you pick that up?" The AI kind of already told you if you're still listening.
Right.
Now, granted, you can still technically tune it out, I suppose, right? How many times am I actually listening to like the commentator's voice? Where it's
Right.
like, double kill, triple kill,
Right.
overkill.
Eventually, it just becomes kind of like white noise, and you don't even like hear it anymore. So
Right. Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's probably not even that much. But I feel like
Could be helpful for new players, though.
I would definitely like my brain would tune in to know information like how much time is left in the game, or even what the score is. Like, I don't know how much. I don't know how much, like how customized I can make it, but I would love for the AI to give me like, okay, tell me when, tell me if the other team gets more than 10 kills ahead.
tell me what the score is halfway through the game. Like, okay, did the other team reach 25? Now, I know you get the music indicator and you can just look at it, but like, I wouldn't mind hearing that information. I would not be opposed to that at all. So there's some parts of the AI that I would like to hear. There's other parts of the AI that I don't really care. But yeah, you know, it would be, there's definitely some things that I like about it. Some things that I would probably find annoying. So I'm interested to see the different customization options that will come with the AI. I don't know why I can't talk right now.
You're so excited to speak about this topic.
Yeah.
That I brought up.
Yeah.
You know, from
from
the article that I did read.
Yeah, you did.
Kind of,
you
sort
did.
of.
Take it easy. Take it.
You're that excited.
Okay. I'm very excited, dude. I'm very excited.
There's a whole set of paragraphs here that I definitely did not read.
Okay.
But let me see. Just doing a quick little skim.
Oh, yeah, do a little skim, dude.
There was also feedback around the same lines popping up repeatedly, and we agree.
Yeah.
After the tech preview, we looked at the frequency of personal AI lines as well as Spartan chatter lines like over yonder.
Over yonder!
And have already made adjustments to reduce how often they are repeated. This work should be reflected in the next flight.
Good. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next flight. We'll see. We'll see.
We shall see.
That's like something I'm like not super concerned about. It's like I'm sure they'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Okay. Again, still skimming through those paragraphs. In terms of more customization, we're looking to support different models for the personal AI, as well as different customization options to make them more personalized from the core shapes, such as hats, props, etc. We also plan to continue to expand the roster of AI over time and have a few in for launch that the world hasn't seen yet.
I would prefer to have AI like you see in the campaign. I get that these are like dumb AI, but I personally would like to have my own what's an AI that I would want?
What do you think of the idea of this being like a lore thing? Like, you know, like how, let's say that, you know, Cortana and all of the AI that you've seen are very, very expensive to make. Right. But they have so many of these new Spartans that are coming in, and they tried to simplify the process.
So that's why they're kind of dumb.
These are the cheaper versions of an AI.
I think that actually makes a lot of sense, and that probably is what it is. Also, during the age of the created, you wouldn't want AI that are too smart that they would go off and join Cortana. So you want ones that are dumb enough that they're okay with their brains rotting in 7 years.
Right. Yeah. That could be another thing as well. That could be like a lore thing as well. Yeah.
And that's fine. But honestly, I would want something different.
Would you? Okay. So are you thinking along the lines of, okay, you're going to customize your AI. You want to be able to like customize your AI to the point that like you're able to customize your Spartan armor?
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking?
Maybe not that much, right? Because I don't need like 300 different types of headwear for my AI. But like I think that I would like a large variety of voices to choose from.
Okay.
I would like a lot of female voices, a lot of male voices. I would like bodies, like humanoid bodies, dude. Okay, male, female. I like what was the one AI in the Fall of Reach? She was like a Roman or a Greek teaching the kids. Maybe it's like some Roman or Greek AI that was teaching the kids about how the Spartans in ancient Greece fought and how they were able.
It was Deja.
Okay. I liked how she kind of had that look, you know. I like that Roland is this like World War I, fighter pilot thing.
Yeah.
You know, I like that Cortana is this digital, whatever she is. I like the personalities of the AI, and I like how they're designed. I like how they're like a sphere is okay, and a cube is all right, I guess, a pyramid. But there's a part of me that really likes the idea of being able to customize an AI so much that you can really get something that really feels kind of personal, you know?
What if You know, some of the more ridiculous armor pieces that we've seen, like the snowman helmet. Like, what if you were able to use those as your AI? Like, you have like a Spartan-looking person or whatever, and the more ridiculous kind of things you could use as your AI. Your fractures or whatever can come up.
Yeah, maybe a fracture version. I don't hate that idea. Like, okay, hey, if you're working on this like snowman helmet, okay, well maybe you got this like snowman AI too. You know, design them both at the same time or something like that. I don't hate that idea. I would want something that seems more human, I think is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Affirmative.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine, dude.
We.
Okay. So yeah, what was that? What else has caught your ае? Fine.
Yeah, Katie in the chat's like, fine.
Fine.
God. There was a big, and I believe this was also posted up on your Discord. There was a picture of medals, not metal, but metal.
You know what, dude? I gotta be honest with you.
Okay.
I couldn't care less about medals. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what they're going to look like. I don't care that they didn't look 3D enough. I didn't care that they looked too simple. I would be perfectly fine if they kept all the medals that they had back in the old days and brought them back. I'd be fine if they didn't bring them back and they just did the kind of like their own version of it. I am so... First off, there's too many medals for any of them to even be like for any of them to even matter anymore. Like in Halo 2 and in Halo 3, you got medals and there are only so many that you could get. You would get a sniper medal by like, okay, only getting a headshot. You know, you'd get the Spartan laser medal for Spartan lasering a guy. Oh, but Jesus Christ, dude, you got medals for assist sprees. You get medals for like, you just get medals for too much now. So at the end of the game, you go to look at your medals.
Luck.
Yeah,
Hail Mary.
Okay.
Rocket
Oh my God.
Mary.
Right, Rocket Mary. Hail Mary. It's like, no, dude. I saw the guy. It wasn't a Hail Mary. I'm just skilled. I threw that. And I knew it was gonna kill him, dude. It wasn't a Hail Mary, bro. You don't even know what a Hail Mary is. Now, if you could tell that I wasn't looking at anybody and I kind of just chucked it up in the air and then it blows somebody up, yeah, that's a Hail Mary. Okay, good job. But that's not what you get the medal for. So I guess there's a part of me that just feels like there's too many medals, and now they're not worth anything. And because they're not worth anything, I don't care what they look like.
That makes sense to me. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these medals and I'm wondering what the heck do they even mean?
Katie just said something in the chat that I think is absolutely hilarious. And I don't know if she meant it this way, but I'm going to take it this way. She says, a medal for changing your controller batteries. How awesome would that be if you're playing a game and your batteries die and then it's able to register that your controller got disconnected, and so you have to change your batteries, put them back in, and then you still win the game, and they're like, you know, you or maybe like
instead of it a steak-tacular,
maybe like before you die you're able to get another kill or something like that. That would actually be kind of a cool medal, you know. But I feel like
give you extra XP, and in which case the people would just probably just like pull out a battery every day. So
yeah, dude. There's a weekly challenge for changing your batteries, and so for the entire week, everybody just keeps standing around doing nothing. You're like, oh my God, can these people just play the game?
They're just literally they're just like uncovering the thing, and they're just like ever so slightly pulling the battery out and putting it back in. And
look, like the snapshot medal. I think that's worthy. You know, it's hard to do a snapshot. That's okay.
So there are things that you would like to get rid of.
I want to get rid of anything that has to do with assisting people. Get rid of it.
Okay. What about Snipletaneous?
What is that?
That's getting 2 kills with 1 sniper rifle shot.
All right, that's a good medal.
All right, should we go down the Halo 5 medals list? Okay, so I'm gonna bring up a Halo 5 medals list.
Bring up a Halo 5 medals list, and we're gonna go through what medals we would keep and what medals we'd get rid of. Or
holy shit, there's so many.
Dude, there's so many. This is what I'm talking about. The reason why I don't know what a Snipletaneous medal is because I'm just not that good. I don't think I've ever gotten one.
All right, let me see. Killing spree, killing friends. Okay, so we can
or I just didn't pay attention.
Those are pretty.
Now let's go through it.
Okay, killing spree, 5 kills and 5 kills.
Okay, keep it.
Killing frenzy, 10 without dying.
Keep it.
Running riot, 15 without dying.
Yeah, keep it.
Rampage, 20 without dying.
Keep it.
Untouchable, 25 without dying.
Keep it.
Invincible, 30 without dying.
I don't think you need anything over 25, honestly, but they're all fine. Good, keep it.
Okay. Inconceivable, 35.
Inconceivable. Yeah, it's fine.
Unfriggin' believable, 40.
I mean, it sounds cool when he says that, so okay.
Okay. Double kill.
Yeah, keep it.
Triple kill.
Keep it.
Overkill, Killtacular, Killtrosity, Kilimanjaro, Catastrophe, Killpocalypse, Killionaire.
Keep them. If you want to add more, that's fine too.
Add more?
Yeah, dude, if you got 11 kills in a row, the idea that you would just get another Killionaire or whatever is so silly.
Okay, I guess, okay, fine. I guess that makes sense, but how much farther do you keep going?
Killionaire. I don't know, dude.
How much farther do you keep going?
Maybe you keep it at 10. Maybe you're right. You know what, actually, I would really like? Keep it at 10 and then we're like reset it, you know?
Oh, really? So just, okay, so like Killionaire, double kill, triple kill.
Yeah, Killionaire, and then your next kill, and then next kill, double kill.
So, I guess one of my problems with this is that, like, you know, at some point you get confused. Like, how many can you actually name in a row, like one after the other, even though I just named them all? So you can go double kill, triple kill, overkill. What's after overkill?
Well, what confuses me is that between Halo 2 and Halo 3, they changed Killtacular. Killtacular used to be 4, but then they changed it. In Halo 2, you got an overkill, I think, when you got 10 kills in a row, and it regardless of timing. Like, instead of like whatever that medal was, killing spree. Overkill, I think, was 10.
Oh no. So 10, I think it was running riot.
Running riot was 15 in Halo 2. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive. Yeah, let me look up Halo 2 medals real quick.
I don't remember Killing Frenzy being in Halo 2.
I'm almost positive. Halo 2 medals. All right, Halo 2 medals. We had...
I'm waiting for it.
This is so annoying. They're giving me Halo 2 medals from friggin' Master Chief Collection. It's not what I want.
Okay, so I pulled it up on HaloFandom.com. Sprees for Halo 2 go Killing Spree, Running Riot, Rampage, Berserker, Overkill.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Overkill. Okay, Overkill's at the end of it. I knew it was a spree.
Okay, yeah, in which
I knew
case,
it was a spree.
technically, I was right with the Running Riot being the second one. Being
Yeah,
10
you were.
kills.
Okay, I was wrong about where Overkill was, but I did know that it was a spree.
Okay, so we were both right in a way, except, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay if one of us is wrong or right or whatever. It's all good. We're all good here. Yeah. Okay, so here's what the only ones that I know are from Halo 2. So I know double kill, triple kill, Killtacular, Kill Frenzy, Killtrosity, Kilimanjaro. Although I probably wouldn't have remembered Kill Frenzy. I'm looking at it now, but I probably wouldn't have remembered. So right now it goes double kill, triple kill, overkill,
Right.
Killtacular.
Right, and then after that point, I get mixed up.
Right, I do too because they mixed it. But I know that Kilimanjaro is 7. That's all
Oh,
I
you know that as a fact?
Yeah, I know Kilimanjaro is 7.
I don't even know that as a fact.
And I know that Killionaire is 10. The other ones I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I also know Killionaire is 10, but yeah, but at that point I start getting mixed up, right? And like for me, it just doesn't mean anything anymore.
Right.
And that's my problem with it.
I get that.
Okay.
All right, what are the other medals?
Going down the list again, Extermination.
That's a cool one. Keep that.
Okay. Perfection.
That's a cool one. Keep that.
Okay, that's 15 kills without dying, or at least 15 kills without dying at all in a Slayer match.
In a Slayer match, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Style medals. This is called style medals now. Okay.
Okay. I'm
The other
probably
one
gonna
are
hate
kill
a lot of
medals.
these.
This is style medals.
Yeah. Go ahead. Hit me.
Hat trick. Get 3 headshots in a row with a sniper weapon.
Get rid of it.
Big game hunter. Kill 3 opponents wielding power weapons
Get rid
without
of it.
dying.
This stupid medal.
Assassination.
Get rid of it.
Assassination.
Get rid of it.
Air assassination.
Get rid of that one. Especially, like, if you want to keep one of them, okay, get rid of the air one. It's an assassination, dude. Who cares if it's in the air? It's in the air by chance. It's not a skill. Whatever.
Hail Mary. Kill an opponent at long range using a grenade.
You can keep that one.
Okay. Rocket Mary. Kill an opponent at long range using a rocket launcher.
It's pretty cool, actually. Keep that one, too.
Okay. Beat down. Kill an enemy with a
Get
melee
that shit
attack
out of
from
here, dude.
behind
That's not a
without
medal.
attacking.
That's part of the game.
Nah, well, beatdown was always there, though.
Yeah, we'll get rid of it now.
Okay. Ground pound. We don't even need it.
We don't need it anymore, so get rid of that one, too.
Melee kill. Kill an opponent with a melee.
Get rid of it.
Spartan charge.
Get rid of it.
Stick. Or stuck. It's stuck.
Sticky kills are definitely keep sticky kills.
Right, yeah, we don't want to upset Paige.
No, sticky queen.
Okay, pounder. After an opponent has been hit with someone's ground pound, kill them with your ground pound.
Get that shit out of here. Too complicated.
I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't know that existed either. If you need like 3 sentences to describe your metal, get rid of it.
Pounder assist.
Oh, get rid of all assists. Get rid of that shit too.
Close call. Kill an enemy with while having no shields.
Get rid of that. That's dumb.
Reversal. Kill an enemy that fired on you first.
I don't hate this one. I don't hate that one. I like that one.
Okay. Retribution. Assassinate the opponent who killed you last. It's
kind of cool, but get rid of it.
Brawler. Kill an opponent using 2 or more melee attacks.
Get rid of it. That's dumb.
Bull True. Kill an opponent that is lunging at you with their energy sword.
This is cool. Keep that one.
And that's also been there since Halo 3.
Yeah.
Star Killer. Kill an opponent who is ground pounding.
No, that's dumb. Get rid of it.
BXR. Melee to break an opponent's shield, then finish them with a single shot battle rifle.
It's kind of cool because it's like, oh, Halo 2. But
back to Halo 2, right?
As a metal, no, get rid of it. That's just the game.
Okay. Nade shot. Kill an opponent
rid of
with
that.
a headshot after you
just the game, dude. You're just playing the game. You don't need a medal for that. You gotta kill.
Quick draw. Damage your opponent with a primary weapon, then finish them off with a magnum headshot.
Get rid of that, dude. You're just playing the game.
Noob combo.
Get
Take
rid
out
of it.
your opponent's shields.
You're just playing the game.
I don't even get to finish it.
Sorry. I feel like I'm being rude. Get rid of that one, too.
Okay. Cliffhanger. Kill an opponent who is clambering.
Get rid of that nonsense.
Sayonara. Before an opponent falls to their death, damage them.
Get rid of that one.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I like that you. I appreciate that you muted yourself first. not that the audio people are gonna know.
I had to blow my nose, and I didn't want to do that on a microphone.
Oh, okay. First strike. Get the first kill in match.
This isn't an awful one. I would keep that one.
Okay.
I would also, if it's not already a medal, getting the last kill in a game where the score is within 3, I think would be a good medal too.
Do you think that would encourage more people to try to kill? Like it would be like a little more enticing, like near the end of a match, it's coming down to the wire and like.
Maybe, yeah, and that might be kind of exciting a little bit. It might cause chaos, you know, and you would need a, I don't exactly know how that would affect the game, but I could see that affecting the game if medals became important again. See, right now nobody cares about medal, so even if this is a medal that exists, and Katie says in the chat, game saver medal is good. I don't know what that is. Is that what we're talking about right now?
I'm sure we're gonna get to that at some point.
Okay, if the medal that I'm talking about right now is already in there, I didn't know because medals don't matter.
Right. Okay. We'll probably get to that at that point. Top Gun. Be the first on your team to get 10 kills.
Nah, get rid of that.
Cluster Luck. Kill at least 2 opponents with 1 grenade.
Get rid of that. That's just the game.
Fastball. Have the impact of your grenade kill an opponent rather than the explosion.
That's stupid. Get rid of that.
Spray and pray. Kill an opponent at long range with an automatic weapon.
That's
hard
dumb.
target. In a single match, have your shields recharged 10 times.
What?
In a single match, have
you're just not dying? Okay, good job.
Recharged. Yeah.
Good job. Here's a reward for not dying. No, your reward is that the other team is not getting more kills. Okay, get rid of that.
I just love what Katie said in the chat.
What'd she say?
Well, your mom doesn't matter. That's such a Katie response.
Yeah, everything is about your mom. All right,
I'm sorry.
What's
okay,
the next one?
Moving on. Triple double. At the end of a match, have your kills, assists, and headshots in all double digits.
I'm actually a big fan of trying to have like a triple double or double triple double, whatever.
Triple double.
I actually don't hate it. The problem is the 3 stats that they're using. So kills being 10 is an obvious. Assists being 10 is an obvious. But your headshots being 10, I feel like doesn't actually demonstrate like what good thing you're doing. I think what might actually be a better triple double is if like your kills were above 10, your assists were above 10, and this wouldn't make sense for the name, but like if your deaths were under a certain level, I feel like that would actually make a really good triple double, because it's based off of basketball, right? A triple double in basketball.
Okay.
And so like the idea of like kind of converting that to Halo, I think is actually really cool. And getting a triple double in basketball is really hard, and it means like, okay, if somebody got triple double, they had a really good game. Okay, but if you're playing Halo and you got 10 kills and you got 10 assists and 10 headshots, but you had like 17 deaths, that's not necessarily a good game. You just kind of like weirdly did all right, I guess. So I feel like 10 kills, yes. 10 assists, yes. And I want to do something with the deaths there. I feel like that needs to be a part of it, to really bring more meaning to that medal. But I don't hate this medal. I would just kind of want it reworked.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Next medal. Very basketball related. Alley-oop.
What's this one?
Using a plasma grenade, blast a power weapon off of a weapon pad into a teammate's hands.
Just the game, dude. I mean, it's actually kind of cool, but yeah, okay, you could keep that one. That one's kind of neat. Hey, bro, I'm blowing this sniper over to you. I mean, to pull that off is actually pretty neat. So,
it's hard, right?
Yeah, keep that
Next one.
Keep that
Combat Evolved.
Yeah, keep this one too. This is kind of fun.
Okay, so for those that don't know, using a plasma grenade, blast a power weapon off a weapon and catch it. A weapon pad.
I don't know if I would want it called Combat Evolved. I feel like that's kind of like, it's obviously like a Halo, like Halo 1, like Halo Combat Evolved.
That's what it's in reference to.
Yeah, but it's like, why are we calling it Combat Evolved? It's just a weird name for that medal.
You get what I'm saying? I always thought like if it didn't have to do with the actual, like, say, Halo CE, I just kind of like the thinking of, oh, let me use the explosion of this grenade to shoot to bring this weapon to me is evolving combat in a way.
I think a better name for it would be like 200 IQ or something like that. I think that would actually be better than Combat Evolved. Nice. 200 IQ. Okay. I actually like that a lot better. In fact, 3 for 3, 200 IQ. I mean, it's a joke. People get it. It's like a meme, and I think that would be a lot of fun. So find some way to bring 200 IQ as a medal. I think people would dig that.
200 IQ, 200 kills without dying. Last shot, kill an opponent using the last bullet in your clip.
Nah, you just got lucky because your aim was bad. That's not a medal.
Okay. From the grave, kill an opponent after
This is the worst medal.
It's instigating throwing grenades before you die.
It's just, okay, dude, you threw a grenade. Good job.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured you would say for the reason why you don't like it.
It's just, okay. I like, look, when I die, there's a lot of times where I throw off like a grenade to try and kill somebody. To actually kill them is the reward. I don't need a medal, dude. The medal is like,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
like it. Gun punch. Kill an opponent using a melee attack after 2 battle rifle bursts. No, this is just the game. Dude, you're just playing the game. You don't need a medal for that. Get rid of that. Okay. I'm actually getting rid of a lot of medals here, and I'm actually pretty happy about it. You're clearing. You're just purging it all. We're trimming all the fat. Medals will mean something again. We will make medals. We will make medals matter. Make medals matter. Triple it up. Triple M. Oh, I think I realized why you decided to change. There you go. You caught it. Oh my god, that took me a second. You caught it there, Mystery. Hot minute, you caught it there. That's good. What do they say? We're gonna make medals. What's a shame is like the phrase by itself is perfectly fine. I'm gonna make this thing great again. You know, it's like, but it just gets attributed, and then everybody gets all pissed off, and it's like, I can't relax. Moving on. Katie says he's fictionally politically campaigning on Twitch again. Vote for this candidate. Get out of here, AI. Okay, so the next set of medals are weapon. What if the AI was like, don't you want to make it? It starts like dropping campaign slogans and stuff like that. I'd be like, oh, get this out of here. Right? I'm with it. Get out! That's we did discuss that a little earlier. Weapon
All right.
proficiency medals. Headshot.
Get that out of here. Just do it. It's part of the game.
Kill an opponent at their head with a headshot capable weapon.
Is that the description?
Yeah, kill an opponent at their head.
At their head?
Yeah. that's what
Kill
it
an
says.
opponent at their head?
With
What?
a headshot capable weapon.
Dude, get that grammar, get that paperclip over
Okay,
here. I don't
well-
think that sentence makes sense.
This is from halopedia.org, by the way.
Kill
Okay.
an opponent at their head. Okay, yeah.
Long shot. Using a precision weapon, kill an enemy opponent at long range.
That's
Or
just
kill
a
an opponent
game,
at long
dude.
range.
Guess what? Your precision weapons are supposed to be used for people far away from you. That shouldn't be a medal.
Okay. Next one. Perfect kill. Battle rifle.
I don't
Without
hate this
missing-
one.
okay.
I like this a lot.
Okay, so
I like
there's
this one a
perfect.
lot.
There's a bunch of perfect kills. It's one for battle rifle, one for magnum, one for DMR, one for CE
Yeah,
magnum, one
yeah,
for
yeah,
carbine,
yeah.
one for light rifle.
You can keep them. The only change that I would make is that I would make the light rifle a perfect if you got 4 shots from the hip to kill somebody. I feel like that should be a perfect medal too. Like I get that when you scope in and you get 3 shots with it,
Oh,
okay,
I see
but
what
it's
you mean.
not possible to get 3-shot kill with the light rifle if you're not scoped in, even if you land all of your shots from the hip. So I feel like there should still be a perfect medal awarded for 4 shots from the hip. Well, Trax, what happens, dude, if you like zoom in for one of them and then like you land the other shots from the hip? Whatever. If you don't miss a shot while you're shooting somebody and they end up dying, that should be a perfect kill.
Okay. All right, moving on. Snapshot.
This is a great medal. They should call it no scope. Like we know what it is. I know you guys want to put your name on it, like snapshot. It's a no scope, dude. Change it to no scope. Nobody trademarked the words no scope, so I know you can use it.
Tick tick boom. Okay. Airborne snapshot.
It's dumb, dude. A no scope is a no scope.
Snipe punch.
You
Kill
know
an
what?
opponent using
This is
a
so
melee attack
stupid.
after one
No,
sniper shot.
get that out of here.
Okay. Big gun runner. Grab 3 power weapons off weapon pads in a
Awful
single
medal.
match.
This is an awful medal. Get rid of it.
Snipletaneous. Kill at least 2 opponents with a single sniper round.
You keep that one.
Power player. Kill 10 opponents using power weapons.
Dumb. This is the objective of the game. Get rid of it.
Sniper headshot. Kill an opponent with a headshot using a sniper weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have now...
Did you keep track of how many we got rid of?
No, I did not. I
That's okay.
I wasn't planning on that.
I think we got rid of at least a third of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like campaign medals, infection medals.
Forget
Grid Ball,
those.
Strong-
Yeah,
like,
we-
strongholds,
honestly,
breakout.
all the campaign ones, all the infection ones, get rid of all of them. And don't
Okay.
worry about like match specific ones. We don't need to go through. Well, do you like this one for breakout? Like, forget that.
Okay. So, Pineapple Express, while a passenger, use a grenade to kill an opponent. So you're
You're a passenger.
You're a passenger in like a warthog, and you use a grenade to kill somebody.
I don't hate that medal at all. I like that a lot.
Okay, flying high, do a massive jump with a fully loaded vehicle.
That's an
All
awful. That's an awful medal. But I love when he goes road trip. So I want him to say that, but I don't need a medal for it.
That should be your AI says that. Hijack, steal an active vehicle from the driver.
Nah, it's part of the game, dude. You don't need it.
Skyjack, steal an active aerial vehicle.
It's the same thing. If you like, get rid of Skyjack and just keep Hijack if you want a medal for it.
Busted, kill an opponent attempting to hijack or skyjack.
This is a great medal, and I actually think they should leave this one in.
Okay.
I don't like
Road
the
trip.
I don't like the name, but yeah. Wait, what's road trip? What was the difference between? What did I just say? Road trip for?
Road trip, you have to load up a vehicle with teammates and splatter an opponent.
Oh. What was the flying high one again?
Do a massive jump with a fully loaded vehicle.
Okay. What does he say when you get that medal?
Flying high.
I don't think I've ever gotten that one before. Get rid of it. Not because I've never gotten it, by the way. Just because it's stupid. Get rid of it.
Okay. Next one. Wheelman. While
Oh,
driving, have
sorry.
your passenger kill an opponent.
Real quick. Road trip. I want him to say it, but it's a splatter. and I think you should get a medal for splattering people. But the idea that a driver would get a different medal just because there's more people in the vehicle doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you get a different medal? No thanks. Okay, what was the next one?
Wheelman. While driving, have your passenger kill an opponent.
100% keep this. I think getting a really good driver is kind of hard, and when you get one, there needs to be some kind of reward for that kind of player. So I am a big fan of actually coming up with more medals for drivers that could, that we could talk about, like maybe getting flipped over and getting back in the vehicle, and then everybody like drives off and you live for like another like 10 seconds. Like I think something like that should be a medal. Like I actually want there to be more driving medals. I totally think that. So definitely keep whatever that last one was that we just mentioned. Wheelman. Definitely keep Wheelman. Yeah, I think that's a great medal.
Okay, buckle up. Using a sniper rifle, kill the driver of a moving vehicle.
Nah, toss it, dude. It's just a snipe. Shooting somebody out of a vehicle is a lot harder than just a snipe, though. You could keep that one.
Okay. Splatter. Kill an opponent physically.
Yeah, totally keep that one.
Okay. There's a list of unused medals here. Do you want to go through them as well, just for fun?
Unused medals?
Yeah.
What are these?
Medals that were cut out of the game.
I'd be interested in hearing them. Let's see if I would bring any of these in. Let's do that.
Okay. Armageddon. This was in the beta, apparently. You get to kill 4 opponents in a row with the rocket launcher without dying. It was cut from release for unknown reasons.
Yeah, because it was stupid. That's why.
Deadshot. It was changed. Kill an opponent with the last round in your clip, renamed to last shot.
I like Deadshot better. But still cut it.
Shoulder bash. This was changed as a kill an opponent while sprinting using a shoulder bash, renamed to Spartan charge.
Yeah, Spartan charge sounds better than shoulder bash, but yeah, let's get rid of that one. I think we said.
Okay. Lemonhead. No associated context known. Voice file is left over. Likely reference to Brian Lemon at 343 Industries.
Lemonhead. Okay, yeah, keep it. That's good.
No, okay, fine.
It'd be great if, like, in the middle of the match, like the medal just got an Lemonhead, and you're like, wait, what did I do?
And you never know what it was for.
Exactly.
It just pops up randomly.
It's some like crazy thing where like somebody gets a kill who's like 10 meters away from you at the same time you're picking up a gun or something like that, and everyone's like, oh, what is happening here? It's when I pick up a gun, but not always when I pick up a gun.
Yeah, it'd be great if it's just like something completely random. Like you let's say like you're 10 seconds into your game, you just all of a sudden get Lemonhead, right? Lemonhead. Or another time or another game, it'll just be like, like 10 games from that point, it's just like, oh, you kill somebody or something, and you get a Lemonhead or something,
like, what is this stupid every time? That's funny.
Double perfect kill, likely earned by scoring 2 of any perfect kill medals within 4.5 seconds. Voice file is left over.
Okay, so like you get a double kill, a little bit of time goes by, you get another double kill.
No, you score 2 perfect kills within 4.5 seconds.
Yeah,
it's like a double kill, except both of those kills were perfect kills.
Double perfect kill. Yeah, get rid of that, dude. Because then what are you gonna do? Triple double kill, or triple perfect kill? Over perfect kill.
And
that's probably exactly why they got rid of it, because it was just too much.
Perfect kill.
They're probably like, this is just too much, dude, and it is.
A bangarang.
I like the name.
No associated context known. Voice file is left over.
Bangarang. This should be a medal that's rewarded to throwing a grenade in the air. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. They don't blow up in the air, do they? It's only when after it bounces off the ground, right?
Yeah, it has the frag grenades has to bounce off the ground once or something before it blows up.
I was gonna say good like cooked grenade or something like that, or maybe you blow yourself up with a frag grenade. I don't know, because it sounds like boomerang, but it's bangarang.
What if it's a grenade that bounces off of the head of your opponent and then explodes?
That's funny. Stupid metal, but it would be funny.
Okay, next one. Zack Attack.
What is this?
No associated context known, but the voice file is left over.
Zack Attack. It's funny because I have a friend named Zach, and his gamer tag was Zack Attack, so it's pretty funny.
Nice. Okay, next one.
Yep.
Hail to the king. Classic metal. Kill 5 opponents while in the hill.
I don't hate this because look, when you're in the hill, you're like everybody's target. Everybody's lobbing grenades at you. Everybody's shooting at you. So you being in the hill and being able to get 5 kills while in it, I think is actually something that's rewardable. So I actually like the idea. Let's keep this one. Hail to the king.
I was gonna say Whale Lord, like the Pokemon, but it's Warlord.
Whale Lord.
Possibly related to Warzone. Voice file is left over.
Get rid of it.
Okay. Genghis Kill. No
What's that, where you wipe out
known.
8% of the population?
Voice file is left over, though.
I mean, that might have been like killing 50 people or something like that.
Maybe. Keep it, get rid of it.
I like it. I like the name. Genghis Khan was ruthless.
So you would say, like, for 50 kills or something, you Genghis Kill?
Genghis Kill. I think that's perfect, actually.
Mind-boggling. No associated context known. Voice files left over.
Yeah, change this one to 200 IQ and get rid of Combat Evolved and then put that in there. Which I know has nothing to do with that metal, but I'm just saying.
All right. Napoleon blown apart. No associated context known. Voice file is left over.
That's funny. I want them to keep it, but I don't know what that's for. I like the ones that have no association are like the coolest sounding metals. Bangarang, Napoleon blown apart.
Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to hear the second, like not this one, but the one after this one.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so the one before the one man army. In Halo 4, requirement for Armageddon medal grants this as an achievement. Voice file is left over.
So what's this? The rocket kills in a row?
Right. Yeah. Except it was a Halo 4 and it was an achievement.
Get rid of it.
Okay. The next one. Hillary Clinton.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah.
What was it for?
Likely unused for the same reason as Cheney Mania in Halo 2.
Cheney Mania.
Cheney Mania. One word. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly.
Cheney Mania. Who's that in reference to?
Not sure. We'll figure that out. But the voice file is left over, so there is a voice file in.
What candidate had Mania?
Hillary Clinton. There's a voice
Hillary
file.
Clinton is a hilarious name, though. Did they say that there's a description for it or no?
For Hillary Clinton, it just says likely unused for the same reason as the Cheney Mania. Okay, so the multiplayer medal aptly named Cheney Mania is earned when a player kills 10 others with a shotgun without dying. A feat Mr. Cheney would definitely be proud of because we all know how experienced he is with a shotgun. So I guess this is a reference to is it a Bungie employee at the time?
I don't know who this is. Wait, Dick Cheney? For shooting his friend with the shotgun in the forest or whatever when they were hunting ducks or whatever? Dude, that's so funny, man. That's so funny.
I was saying it wrong.
What would the Hillary Clinton thing be? Like getting 10 assassinations or something like that, dude?
Oh my God.
Keep him. Put him back in the game. Let's go, baby. I want Cheney Mania in there, and I want Hillary Clinton in there.
How did you get that?
What, the Hillary Clinton one?
No, the Cheney, the whole thing is not
Fire Mage in the chat put Cheney, Dick Cheney, and then Cheney Mania. That actually makes sense.
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking at the chat. I was so focused on trying to figure out where the Cheney Mania came from. I was saying it wrong this entire time. My apologies, folks.
Cheney Mania. That's so funny. Kill 10 people with a shotgun.
All right.
The Hillary Clinton one's even funnier though, dude. It had to have been like on assassinations or something like that. I don't know actually what it was, but I can see why they would have gotten rid of those though. Like somebody was like, "Hey, dude, we can't put this in the game, bro."
They wanted to.
Somebody was having fun with these.
There's still hold on. There's still more. That's just okay.
How many more are there?
We got Reign of Terror, medal from Halo 4, lived 60 seconds as the king.
Nah, get rid of it.
Okay, now there's like another page here of stuff. Hold on. So airborne snapshot we went through. Air assassination we went through that. Went through assist. You said get rid of them all.
Any assist medals get rid of, like except for the driver assist medal, whatever that wheelman. That's the only like assist thing that I think is worthy, because it's, to me, you're doing something. It's not just an assist. You're actually doing something for somebody else to be able to get that kill. You're driving well, hopefully.
Okay. Bodyguard, a medal in Halo 4 and Halo 5 Guardians. It's earned by getting a spree of 3 saviors.
Get rid of it,
Halo
dude.
4,
This is
protector
too much, bro.
medals,
Get rid of
so on
it.
and so forth.
Get rid of it.
Bone Cracker. The Bone Cracker, beatdown in Halo 3, pummel in Halo Reach, melee in Halo 4.
It's just
a
different
medal
name.
awarded for killing with a melee.
Nah, get rid of it.
Okay. You said busted already. Clutch kill. Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer. Awarded for gaining the lead with a kill in the final seconds of a match or killing in sudden death.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Right, I think this is the one that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
Clutch kill. That's perfect.
Yeah. Distraction. Medal in Halo 4
stupid
and Halo
medal.
5.
Stupid
Earned
medal.
when players attacked and teammates kill it.
Stupid medal. You good job. You got rewarded for existing and not focusing on the guy shooting at you.
All right. There's flag joust, flag assassination.
I don't know. Whatever, dude.
Game saver.
Okay,
Medal
what's this one?
awarded when a player saves a teammate from dying the last death, thereby preventing the opposing team from winning.
That is a great medal.
Okay. Guardian Angel. Earned by saving a teammate's life from a long distance. It is represented by a blue yin-yang symbol with wings.
I don't hate that, actually. Like, so some dude's fighting like another guy, my teammate, and I snipe him from far away.
Yeah.
Seems like it should kind of just be a sniper medal, but there is something kind of cool about like protecting somebody else. I think that I kind of like that, so I feel like that one should stay.
Okay. The needle combine kill.
Get rid of it, dude. That's how the needle works. That's how the needler works.
All right. Protector. Awarded to a player who saves a teammate from death by killing the teammate's antagonist.
Let's just do a couple more of these. I didn't realize how many there actually were.
There are so many. We didn't even go through any of the objective ones. Like,
Jesus. Yeah, let's do like 2 or 3 more.
all right, let me see if I can find anything. Let's make this one the last one.
Okay.
Make this one. Retribution.
What's that one again?
Medals awarded when player assassinates the player that killed them last.
Nah, get rid of that one too. It just
Get rid of that one
it
too?
just is.
Okay.
It feels good.
All right, we'll call it from there. I'm sure there's like so many more.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah, I mean there are quite a few, and there's definitely a lot more that we didn't even go through, but let's not. Can I ask a question in regards to this this chart that you're seeing here from the article?
Which chart's that we're looking at?
The
that
pictures of the medals.
Definitely have pulled up. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm sure you can tell which one's a killjoy, and you can tell which one's a killing spree and which one's a killing frenzy. Right?
Let me pull this up real quick. So
That's
on
pretty
the
obvious to you, right?
Halo Waypoint article, there is a
Or you can
picture
go on Discord. Discord, somebody posted it up on Discord as well.
of the old medals and the new medals. I found it here. Click
Okay,
here to
cool.
get the image in 4K. Let me get that on my phone because that makes sense. Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
So what do you think?
By the way, sorry, real quick, you can go to our Discord, go to the link dump channel on our Discord to find the articles that we're referencing and any pictures that we're referencing. You can find them all in our Discord under the link dump channel. So go there, you can see all the pictures, images, anything that we talk about on the show that there's a link to, you will be able to find in the link dump. Okay, good.
Oh, so I'm supposed to be keeping all these links, huh? Whoopsies.
No, that's okay. I just
Noted for next time.
I just made it today. Actually, let me find out who gave me that idea actually real quick. That was a suggestion brought to us by a new member of our Discord, Yanutsy. Yanutsy, thank you for that suggestion, man. I thought that was a really good idea. And I implemented it right away because I thought it was a really good idea.
Fantastic.
So, thank you, Yanutsy, and welcome to the Discord, by the way. We got a bunch of people join the Discord. Okay, let's get back to these medals.
Yeah, it seems like it recently. All right. Okay. So, we'll quickly go through this, and then maybe we can move on to listener questions.
Okay.
Okay. So, I just wanted to ask you, when you're looking at these medals,
Yes.
some of them seem pretty obvious.
Some of them are obvious, yeah.
Some of them don't.
Okay.
What do you think they would be for the ones that are not obvious?
Okay, so under skill, the eagle, I have no idea what that is.
What do you think it would be?
Well, the eagle is flying, so I assume that has something to do with flying. So maybe it is getting like
Skyjack, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
Could be a skyjack. Yeah, I could see that. The other one I'm not exactly sure is
right, it would be because that's the way it looks like in. Yeah, that's the Skyjack one.
Okay. I'm not sure what this purple one is. There's
The
one,
purple
two,
one with
three-
the arrow, right? And
1, 2,
like-
3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the Needler? Super Combine? Is that what that is?
Oh, it could be. It
Are
could be a
those-
spine. Look, think of those
Oh,
1, 2,
that
3, 4, 5,
does look
6
like a
as-
spinal cord.
Yeah,
So a
but you wouldn't
backbreaker?
see that right away.
What is that? What's the purple? Why is that a spinal cord breaking?
Maybe,
What is that?
maybe it's pointing out that there's force being put into the back somehow.
Well, that wouldn't be Needler then. What is this? Assassination?
No, the assassination is typically just a knife.
What is this? Oh, is this the skewer?
Oh, could be. Maybe.
Maybe a skewer kill?
Maybe. Okay. The last one is ninja for sure.
Yeah, it's
You know,
definitely ninja.
looks like ninja.
That's a cool.
Okay.
That's a cool medal, by the way. Ninja. I think that's a great medal.
Yeah, that one looks great. Modes. There's the dual wielding pistol looking one. What do
Yeah,
you
what's
think
that?
that would be?
I have no idea what that is. There's no dual wielding in this game, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So why do they have two? Is it supposed to be like a jousting kind of thing?
It's a great question, dude. They don't look
Yeah, what
like they're
about the wolf?
jousting. Yeah, lone wolf. I don't know what that is either. These are modes though, so maybe that's like a free for all.
Metal?
I guess winning a free for all game, is that like a medal? Lone wolf.
Like I don't know. I don't think so. What about the one after that? The Master Chief. The Master Chief looking helmet with the skull inside. I want to say that might be like a Juggernaut or something. As a
Maybe
mode?
maybe Juggernaut, maybe Infection.
Okay.
Like a dead Spartan. I don't know. I don't know what exactly that would be either.
All right. The 4 skulls that you see there.
Yeah, at first I thought that this was like a cluster kill or something like that with a grenade, but now I'm not so sure because it's under modes, so I don't know what that is either.
Could it be like a SWAT thing or something?
Maybe extermination, but this is under modes. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what they mean by modes.
Okay. Style. You have the 2 fists that are hitting each other. I want to say that's bro fist or something.
Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea what that is.
What is this grenade one over here next?
You get a kill with a grenade, probably.
Okay. Okay.
Stupid
What
metal.
about what about the one after that? The hook with like a piece of cloth in it.
So, it could be like bait, right? So I'm thinking it's
Do you
bait.
think there's like a bait and switch or something?
Well, maybe instead of like a distraction medal, you're like a bait medal instead of distraction. That's the only thing I could think of.
Okay.
The last one's got to be Hail Mary.
I don't think so. I think that one's fastball.
That's okay. That's a dumb
I think
medal.
that was mentioned in one of the other ones.
I have no idea what these are, dude. Do they talk
well,
about it?
What I was like, I'm not sure. I didn't actually read that part. I was just I wanted to bring this up because like if I was to try to design medals or something, I would like them to be understandable. You know what I mean? Like you can look at it and you can be like, okay, yeah, this is what that would be.
Yeah, I feel like if it's, and look, some of them you're not going to be able to do that, right? Like when it comes to Killing Spree, the only reason why we know what Killing Spree is because like that has existed in Halo for a while. Same thing with the Running Riot. So like some of those aren't going to make a whole lot of sense. Double kills, triple kills, kill-taculars, those make sense. Once you find out that the star represents a death, it's like, okay, well I can put the rest of those together now. Some of these other ones, dude, they don't make any sense to me. I'm not sure, like the double pistols. I have no idea what that is.
Right. Well, seeing that it's a game mode thing, maybe we'll understand when we get to said game mode. But
That could be. That could very well be. But even for style, what's the bait thing?
yeah, no idea.
The grenade, the 2 punches. Like, are they going to give you a medal now for like trading beatdowns with somebody? That seems stupid.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm with you. I don't think that these are great designs because they don't clearly indicate what it's a medal for.
Right. Right. I don't know if they could maybe simplify it in a way where it does make it so like, okay, I can get it or I can understand it right off the bat like that. Then that'd be great. But
They seem like there was feedback that they got about the medals, but I don't know if they really understood
so they got
what the
positive
feedback was.
saying that new medal events such as Ninja 360 and bank shots were loved.
Oh, okay.
Positive feedback.
Ninja bank shot. Is bank shot the style grenade with the grenade then? The blue one?
Maybe.
Because they talked about the rarity too. And how...
Oh, you think the colors indicate the rarity of the
Yes,
letter?
they definitely do. I remember them talking about that. So I'm pretty sure blue is like kind of fairly common. I think the gold are the really hard ones. Green might be like really easy. So
Yeah,
maybe
I guess that would make sense.
yeah. So okay, 360. I don't know which one of these looks like 360.
None of them. Not
Also,
to me,
what's
at
that
least.
even mean? What was that medal for?
I assume it was meant to be like a 360, like no scope or whatever.
Dude, that's kind of
know,
a
you
cool
do your-
medal, honestly, but I don't know which one that is.
Right? Yeah. Feedback. Many players were worried about the size, placement, and art style of the medals.
I'm not sure what the yeah, I mean, I guess they're shinier, they're bigger, that's good. So okay.
And I think they also mentioned, I know I said that we were going to move on after this. They also mentioned something about, I just saw this underneath the friend or foe recognition, player outlines.
Yeah.
Did you have anything on that? Because I remember me saying, like, you know, I still think that I would like to have an option of red versus blue specifically.
Yeah, it looks like I was wrong about that. I thought that was going to be a thing. They didn't mention that here, so I guess maybe that's not a thing. Maybe we are stuck with the player outlines, but they're still working on it to make it like a good experience for everybody. But I really do believe that just forcing the other team to all be the same color is probably the easiest way to fix it for people who are having an issue with it. You know, like having the outlines is not as obvious. I don't mind them, and when I was making people yellow, that made things a lot easier. But when I saw Spartans that were blue that I wasn't staring at, and I had teammates that were blue, like I had to kind of double take. It was not as obvious.
That's the problem.
Who was an enemy and who wasn't an enemy.
Right. Even
now,
with that outline.
Right. Now, if you have gamer tags appearing above your teammates, that is going to be helpful. And apparently that was a bug that was missing. So if they bring that back, that should help. But I'd really like it to be very obvious who the enemy is. And I just don't know if Outlines really does that as well. Well, it definitely doesn't do that as well as the other team being painted a certain color. So if I had the option to, I would turn that option on where the enemy team was red or blue or whatever. I wouldn't just do the player outlines. So
right.
I get that they're trying to make it so that way people can have their customized Spartan. And you know, you can see that. But I don't know, maybe leave it in the intro and in the exit, you know, keep them in the you know, their personal outfits and whatever. But in game, when you're fighting and you're on your teams, I don't know, I feel like being able to change team colors and color them a certain color, I think that would be a lot more helpful, honestly. So I do hope they make that change.
I think they were saying something about colored blindness and how they were just, you know, trying to
yeah, okay, good job. You helped all the people who are colorblind, okay, all 500 of those people, and now everybody else who can see perfectly fine is confused as fuck. So that's good. Good trade-off there, I guess.
So some of the feedback that was given in regards to Fender Foe recognition tag stuff, pros, accessibility, and customization options. Feedback, impacted shields and overshield readability. Feedback, desire for more options, including the ability to turn them off. And feedback, desire to have an opponent's name gamer tag appear above their head.
Yeah, I agree with all those things.
Yeah.
But I would also like the ability to turn off the outlines and turn the other team one color.
Yeah. I would love to have that.
That's what I would like to. I don't care if my teammates are different colors. Although, honestly, if one of them's colored in red paint and I got the other team in red, I probably would want that change. I honestly, I would probably force my own team to be a certain color. I'd force the enemy team to be another color. That's probably honestly what I would
I'd
do.
still prefer the forcing of the like if they just have it as an option for me.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to force them that way, then please allow me to.
Katie and Shadow in the chat both say something that I really agree with. Katie says, I really don't like how the team distinctions are so subtle. Totally agree. Shadow says, outlines are good just for us keeping our colors. Oh, never mind. I don't agree with Shadow. Shadow, I disagree with you, sir. I thought I agreed with you for a second. Yeah, I mean, no, that's a fair point, right? Like, you get to keep your color.
Right, I understand that, but like for
I'm
me, it doesn't
trying
bother
to
me as
just
much.
play. I don't care what my teammates look like. I don't care what the enemy looks like. I'm trying to kill people, dude.
DaddyTrax trying to kill people, dude.
I'm just trying to kill people, dude.
That's all I'm doing is trying to kill peepers. Jeez. All right, shall we move on to listener questions?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's move on to listener questions.
All right, do you want to kind of just get us started here? Because I didn't actually look at all this stuff.
Yeah,
so you set
yeah.
up a topic or something?
Yeah, look, every week I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have a little topic just to kind of like help people along. You know, help people come up with a question if they don't already have a question. So here's the other thing. We got questions, comments, complaints, and concerns. It doesn't have to be a question. You could say, you guys really suck. I'll read it out loud on the podcast, and then we'll respond to it. We'll respond to whatever you want. So you can do a question, but feel free to tell us a little.
Within reason.
Yeah,
me,
I don't know, you know.
at least within reason.
Yeah, within reason. All right, so here we go. Let me find. Let me see.
So based on what I'm seeing so far, it looks like there's a couple of questions before your topic question.
That's what I'm trying to find here.
Okay. I think the first one comes from Captain Destroyer.
Yeah, it is.
And it's the theory.
Yep.
Do you want to go down that one?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, go for it.
Captain Destroyer says, I have a theory. Okay, this is good, right? Not a question. He has a theory. You can put your theories in here. I have a theory. In Halo, Shadows of Reach novel, when Blue Team went back to Sword Base to retrieve the assets, not only did they get material to make another Cortana model AI, but there was also a successful clone of maybe the Master Chief and Blue Team in fetus form that were put in cryo. And Halsey is going to clone the Master Chief and have them make a memory copy to transfer it to the clone so that the Chief and Blue Team are younger again. I'm gonna have to reread this novel because I'm not exactly sure if I remember there being fetuses in here. But two things. One, if they are fetuses, then they've been on life support for like 30 years at this point if they're on Reach. I don't know how viable they are anymore. Second, I don't know. The idea of like, has the cloning process gotten that much better in the time since when John was a kid to where maybe they could clone Spartans and sort of bring them back? I think that might be kind of interesting. They were there for 7 years. Oh, okay, so it's not as long as I was thinking. Captain Destroyer just said that in chat. That's right, the fall of Reach. I'm sorry, I don't know where my brain was. So crazy to me, it's only been 7 years since Reach fell.
Okay, so yeah, the time between the fall of Reach and Shadows of Reach is 7 years. Is that what you're telling me?
Right.
Okay, I've never read Shadows of Reach, so this is all news to me.
The book was okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of Troy Denning. I think his novels are a little bit boring sometimes.
At this point, I was kind of looking forward to it, but reading this, you know.
Look, it's definitely worth reading the novels for the extra information. I'm just not a fan of how Troy Denning writes, but some people really like it, so you might really like it.
Right. You're right. I haven't actually read a Troy Denning novel, so like,
I find him a little boring. And look, I couldn't do any better, but as a reader, I find him boring. I don't know. I doubt that they're going to do that. I doubt they'll do that. I doubt that there will be a younger Chief and Blue Team that are cloned. But if they did, I don't even know what I would think about that. Seems pretty crazy. Mystery?
All right, I can't really add anything to the theory itself, as I've never really like read the book. But if you think that they're going down the route of like making clones of the Chief or younger versions of the Chief and Blue Team. I don't know. I don't think I'm down for that as a story.
I don't know
Me
if I hate
personally.
it as like, okay, maybe the clone, like maybe it was like a botched science project, and like these clones sort of like, defect, and so you have these like rogue clone Spartans who you have to like, okay, maybe that makes kind of like an interesting story at some point, but I don't know if I would enjoy that, but you know what, maybe they could do it in a way where I would. I don't know.
Sounds like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Gemini Man.
Nah.
With Will Smith.
Nope.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that.
Okay.
Where like Will Smith is like he has his present version of himself, and then they cloned him because he was like the best, like the world's best assassin and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So they cloned him, and now there's like a younger version of him running around, but I don't think he knows that he's a clone, or I can't remember if he knew or not. He was a clone
this
kind of
is
thing.
like to me, it's like that's just too much. It's too much, right? At that point,
Right.
I'm gonna move on here, unless you have anything else that you want to add to that.
No, I really don't want to go down the rabbit hole of clones personally.
Okay. Captain Destroyer puts in some tidbits for the Halo TV show. We're gonna go over these when we get closer to the show coming out, just because like these are a little bit in depth, and I do want to read them. But I'm gonna wait until we get closer to that TV show, and we're gonna have some fun episodes around that TV show. So that's definitely when we'll get into the TV show stuff.
But we'll save this for later.
Yeah, he basically just explains like who these Spartans are and where they're from and everything like that. And I think that's
really
pretty cool.
okay.
Yep. Captain Destroyer asks, "What if Bungie continued the Halo franchise after Halo 3? What would have happened?" We talked about this a little bit before. Who's the one guy who did that that interview? Michael Leto. Who was that guy? Chris Leto.
Oh, right. Poopy. I forgot he.
He basically said that he kind of answered this actually, and part of it would be Master Chief, I think, was going to wake up on the Forerunner planet, or he was going to come back on that Forerunner planet. I think they were going to deal with some stuff with Cortana. I think that was kind of like the next thing, because like she was approaching rampancy, but it sounded like a lot of the stuff with the Forerunners was going to be a lot more mysterious. They weren't going to kind of like expose the Forerunners the way that 343 did. So the Forerunners were still going to be in like a lot more mysterious than what 343 did. So I think the story might have even been a little bit similar, but you probably would not have had the Didact, and you probably would not have had the Prometheans. I think that he was thinking about making like another species that would kind of get involved somewhere, maybe Covenant, I don't know, but it sounded like they weren't like the main plot of Halo 4 you might have seen, which was really like Master Chief and Cortana trying to get Cortana back, but the stuff with the Forerunners would have been totally different. So I think Bungie would have done another trilogy that had to do with Master Chief, and I don't exactly know where it would have gone, but that's kind of what he said was sort of like what they were thinking about moving forward after that. Moving forward after Halo 3. The name you're
looking for is Marcus Leto.
Marcus Leto, thank you very much. Was there anything that you've ever heard about what they would do after Halo 3?
No, that's
Aside
pretty much
from that.
what that's essentially all I've heard from what they were gonna do for Halo 3.
Oh, the theme for this week was the apocalypse. So we got some apocalypse questions here. Oh no, this is also Halo. MH Cosplay asks, do you think the second flight with the addition of Big Team Battle can redeem the news we got steamrolled over with in August? Look, the first flight did really well in terms of like public perception of Halo, but missing Forge and missing co-op campaign at launch is really a big bummer. I don't think it's going to completely redeem, but I think it's enough. I think it's enough to get people kind of excited again and sort of like push the momentum back towards like, okay, we're getting more excited for Halo Infinite. So I don't think it redeems it, but I think that it pushes it back in the right direction, as long as everything goes well. Mystery, what do you think here?
The second flight having the addition of BTB redeeming the news. I mean, yeah, I think I'm on your side of it. Like, just it doesn't really redeem anything. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I don't think it does. Forge was such a big part. Co-op campaign is such a huge part,
every Halo campaign that's come out, I always did, except for, well, I guess really just Halo 4 and 5. I played with my friends online. I did the co-op campaign, and I won't be able to do that. And that really kind of sucks. It would be nice having like
it coming out 3 months later. You know, are you gonna want to go back and play the campaign again with your friends? Like at that point,
maybe for achievements if there are any, but it's weird.
Now, what if? I mean, God forbid, what if the campaign sucked? And you bring a co-op campaign 3 months later.
Then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if the campaign really sucks and it's awful, then like, okay, well, I guess we'll probably be rebranding this podcast if the game sucks, honestly. Like if it's so bad where we're like, I don't want to play this. I'm not going to talk about, what are we going to do in the year 2031 when the next Halo comes out? You know what I mean? Like we're not going to do 10 years of like, what's your wish list for Halo Infinite 2? You know what I mean? Like I don't know what to do if the campaign really sucks, but
I mean, there's still other lore stuff that we can probably talk about, but
for 10 years?
For 10 years.
All
There's
right.
10 years worth of lore. Do you know how many books there are, boy?
That's a good point. It's a good point. They'll keep writing more books. All right, fair enough.
One book a year. We just talk about.
But no, the second flood I don't think redeems, but I do think it pushes things back in the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain Destroyer asks Apocalypse question here. Okay, the flood come to Earth in 2025. What do you do in preparation? Okay, so if I'm preparing for the flood in 2025, dude, I got no idea.
That's terrifying. Question for the question.
Yeah.
Is he in the chat right now, Captain Destroyer? Are you in the chat right now?
Looks like he probably is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we know already of like flood lore and stuff? Like, is the flood exactly the way it is in Halo, and we know it's coming the same way and everything?
I think so, yes.
Or is it like the flood is coming, we don't know the flood is coming, but we know something's coming?
Or do we know nothing and then they just come? Well, no, because he says in preparation. So like we're preparing for it.
Okay. He says the Halo universe is well known.
Okay, so we know the flood's coming and we know everything about the flood. Yeah, he says you know everything about them. I'm buying lots of shotguns, moving out to a remote part of... Oh, actually, here's what I'm doing in preparation.
Coming to Canada?
No. I'm going to the middle of Africa in hopes that the floods starve on their way wandering through the desert trying to get to me.
How are you going to get your resources?
What a great question. I am going to build a prepper bunker where I'm going to bunker down and have enough food and water for 100+ years. We will build the largest bunker in the middle of the Sahara Desert, have it covered in sand, and we'll just kind of like live in this little ecosystem for as long as we can. And we'll basically try and outlive the flood to, let them starve to death. That's my plan.
How long does it take for a flood to starve?
Oof, I don't know.
Just one flood to starve.
I don't know, man.
They had to blast a ring to kill all species for them to starve.
Yeah,
and that was years upon years.
In the universe that we're in right now, I only know of us. So unless there's a lot of other things that they're consuming, I think we're okay. I don't know. How does the flood do in cold? Look, in Halo 1, in Halo 3, and in Halo 2, we fight them in the cold, and they move fairly well. So I don't think the cold's going to save us.
I guess the difference there, though, is they drop in the cold or whatever, right? Like, what about how do they last in the cold after a long period of time?
Good questions. I actually don't know. Like, what happens to a flood-infected form if they're left untouched and there's no food around them? How long do they last? I don't think we know.
No, I'm not sure if we know that.
We know at least for a few days, because in Halo, in the book, The Flood, they captured a flood-infected form, and he was just chilling with them for a while.
Jenkins. Poor Jenkins.
Was it Jenkins in the book?
Yeah, Jenkins was the infected one that they kept in the bottom of their base.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Jenkins went through so much before he died.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's why he's so beloved. He went through so much in that book before he died.
That's interesting.
I think he had a bigger fight than Keyes.
Yeah, I just didn't know that was him. I thought that was some other Marine. I didn't realize that it was.
No, it was Jenkins.
I didn't realize it was Jenkins.
Oh, Jenkins.
So what are you doing to prepare for the flood? Part of me just wants a gun to blow my own brains out, you know.
Right? Yeah, I just can't. Like, the thing is if the flood comes, I can't imagine myself surviving.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, and like knowing what would happen and how you would feel, especially if you read that flood book, the flood of like you fighting, you mentally fighting to keep your humanity.
You know, that's the other problem with the bunker is that the flood basically takes everybody's memories and intellect and sort of integrates it into a singular neural network. And so if one person knows about this bunker that I'm building in the middle of Africa, then the flood knows it's there. So I'm screwed anyway.
Right. If
I will build a little spaceship that will zoom right into the sun. That's what I'll do.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, do we have access to the weapons that are from Halo as well? Like, do we have access to the Sentinel
It's the year
beam?
2025, bro. No Sentinel beams.
Right. Okay.
We got M4 carbines. Call of Duty meets the flood.
All right. Well, if Call of Duty meets the flood, then.
Although we got nukes, dude. We might be able to do something.
Right, but at the cost of us dying.
Well, maybe we can Armageddon it. Throw some nukes out in space.
Before the flood arrive.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. Okay, here's what I do. I will try to run for president in order to get the nuke codes. So that way I can get them all in space. Get them all ready to fight the flood in space with my nukes. That's what I'm doing. That's my plan. Vote for me. The flood are coming. Now I'm just going to sound like a crazy person. Vote for me. The flood are coming and I need the nukes. Yikes. Okay, so what are you doing? What's your plan there, Mystery? No plan?
My plan is to make the world's strongest igloo.
There you go. Next question.
Yeah, maybe get a shotgun or something.
One single Imperial cruiser from Star Wars comes into Earth's orbit. George Lucas knows about this. What happens? Well, I don't know. We'd probably try and negotiate with them, right? The Empire was all about conquering. I would probably sign up for the Empire.
Really?
Rebels didn't do too hot. Rebels did not do too hot in that whole thing. They got really lucky with Luke. Okay, they got really lucky by blowing up that Death Star. Honestly, that whole vent thing or whatever, exhaust shaft. I feel like, dude, they're coming. They clearly outman us. Not outman us, but they clearly out technology us. You guys can all be rebels and get yourselves killed. I'll take a job. I'll take a job. I'll take a job. I'll take a job with the Empire. You know, I'll try and make some good changes from within, but you know, I got a family to preserve here.
Does the Rebel Alliance need somebody that can mop floors? Something. I could do that, you know. I can mop floors. I could make sure everyone's physically distanced in the ships.
There you go. I think socially distancing will go right out the window the second there's an alien threat that comes to this planet. All right, next question here. An alien invasion from Mars led by Jimmy and a zombie apocalypse at the same time. What do you guys do? Probably the same thing here. See, I feel a little bit better about this than I do about the flood. I think I'm stocking up on shotguns there. I think I'm going to stock up on an M4 carbine. Let me get a shotgun, a couple of 9mm handguns. I'm going to get my family strapped. And I'm going to go to Texas where everybody else who has guns. And try and fight the alien invasion off from there.
Okay, so an alien invasion from Mars led by Jimmy.
Yeah.
And a zombie apocalypse at the same time?
Yeah, I'm going to Texas, dude. It's like, whatever state has the largest density of people with guns, that's where I'm going to.
Okay. I'm going to recruit as many moose, and as many Canadian geese, and as many beavers as I can.
Wow.
I'm going to load up the beavers with some shotguns, maybe.
Load up the beavers.
give the Canadian geese maybe some grenades, and lots and lots of anger, and send them to the zombies.
Wow.
And then the moosei or moose, I am going to set maybe bulldozers or something that they can push forward.
This is wild. I love it, dude. You're like Dr. Doolittle, but in Canada.
Listen, there's only like 6 of us up here, okay?
Next question is from MH Cosplay. It says, a shadow group will bring about the world's end that are tired of the current state of the world. Not a question, this is a statement.
Okay.
Shit, Cosplay.
I feel like there was a question, but they might have forgotten.
I don't see a question mark, so I'm taking this as a statement of fact. Cosplay, thank you for the heads up. I wonder what the shadow group is.
Sorry, Shadow says in chat, I'd find Bigfoot and make friends and help Jimmy against zombies with my Bigfoot friend.
Oh, there you go, dude. If you have Bigfoot friend, that might get Jimmy to stop from attacking us all.
And there you go. Sorry, anyways, go on.
That was it. That's all I had. Next question here is from Fire Mage. He says, there are rumors circulating that Titanfall 2 is basically possibly entering its own apocalypse. The game reportedly has major hacking vulnerability due to a nasty exploit. Care to elaborate on all those rumors? Yes, I am the biggest Titanfall 2 fan who knows everything going on with the game. And yes, this is damaging for the game. However, I believe that Titanfall 2 is probably done. Who's playing this game? Who's playing this game?
I do a little bit.
The multiplayer?
Well, more or less the other thing, the frontier defense.
Okay.
I'll play with the goof trip every once in a while.
All right. You know, maybe we stop hacking, guys. You know, and if not, then your game can go away. Next question is from Captain Destroyer. He says, you guys are in charge of the marketing of Halo Infinite from 2019. What would you do? I would do weekly. Okay, we're in charge of the marketing. So here's the problem with this, right? If I'm in charge of the marketing, there might be a gag order that comes from above me who is like, hey, you're not allowed to talk about anything. So I'm going to assume in this question that I'm allowed to kind of make whatever decisions I want to when it comes to like info being released from the game and everything like that. What I would do is I would probably do, you know what they're doing right now with these Halo Infinite updates and everything like that? I would start that back in 2019. Revisit teams as time goes on to see what kind of changes they're making and what they're thinking about and what they're doing. I would have, I mean, I'm just gonna go crazy here. I'm getting Super Bowl commercials every single year, getting people hyped for Halo Infinite. I like what they've released about the campaign so far. I like how I don't know a lot. I probably could have done without finding out about like the Cortana 2.0. They could have left that still like a mystery for me, and just kind of kept alluding to something going on with like another Cortana like they were doing. I don't think that they need to reveal that. But honestly, I think like this monthly content drop of different aspects of the game and what they're doing, and then maybe get some kind of like, you know, like some kind of like sprint that they had before, some kind of Vidoc that followed a certain person working on something. I think 343 suffers from this perfection kind of thing where like this has to be perfect if we're going to show it, which is ironic considering the E3 demo that everybody was really angry about. So maybe this wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have done anything. You know what? I go back on this. They should have kept us all in the dark. Kept us all in the dark. I don't know. I feel like I would want content. I feel like I would want updates about what's going on. Definitely better communication. Even if they say, hey, look, we can't answer this right now because this is still being worked on. Just some kind of communication, dude. And I know that this is actually different than marketing. But I think my biggest frustration with 343 has been just the lack of communication in general. And so if you have a person who can actually answer questions and say, hey, I can't discuss that because of this, or hey, guys, I got some more things that I can reveal, little things, you know, I think that would be perfect. I think I think they got really quiet, and I think that was a big problem. So that's what I would do. Mystery?
I would probably do something along the lines of. I don't know if you remember back when Bungie was making Halo. They had a podcast.
Oh, the Bungie podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you know how we have all these articles that are constantly going up every month, once a
Uh-huh.
month, and
Do
it's
it as
just
a podcast?
blocks upon blocks of text.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to have like a 343 Industries podcast.
I agree. I like that idea.
You know, where they do, like, it wouldn't have to be like, oh yeah, what was it that you said here? Or, you know, like it was a back and forth in writing. It would just be something along the lines of just, you know, get together in a room, and then like as they're working or whatever, maybe they can kind of pull somebody from whatever unit that they want to pull from. For
Yeah,
whatever episode
film
that
it.
they wanna
I
talk
actually like
about.
that a lot.
And it doesn't have to be filmed either. It could just literally be an audio podcast where you don't have to worry about like lighting or video. It's literally just audio, like microphones all set up and just multiple tracks. Just,
I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like that idea a lot. A podcast. That's a great idea.
I would much rather have that than have all of these articles that I'm constantly having to read blocks upon blocks of text.
Yeah.
But if you need something a bit more visual at that point, you can go video, or you can still have, like, I guess, smaller articles that go out with little bits of text with those other demonstration visuals that you're seeing.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I really like that a lot, actually. I think that's a great idea.
So instead of having the questions and then the answers that, you know, that they had in the past couple articles, I think I'd prefer that to be in podcast format.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things. And then I'd like to see something like the sprint. I like the idea of the sprint for Halo 4 when they were doing Halo 4 stuff. It meant that I was looking forward to seeing something, and they always had little snippets in the back that, you know, everybody would analyze, you know, and it always brought up for new content at that point, right? For other people to kind of sit there and hype other people up, you know, us up, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So bring back something like the sprint. That would be nice. And yeah, just essentially shadowing what you said, kind of thing. Just communicate with us.
Yeah, I like your ideas a lot.
Even if it's not perfect.
Yeah, like I'm okay with that. To like tell me it's not ready. Tell me I can't talk about this. Like tell us that. Tell us what you can't tell us. That is better than just not saying anything.
Right.
Ugh. Okay, we're gonna do this one kind of quick because this one we could spend an entire podcast doing. Okay, you guys are asked to make a Halo TV series. How do you structure it, market it, produce, and make the story for it? I'm just going to get into the story here because, again, we could spend an entire podcast on this. But my Halo TV series would be centered all around Captain Keyes for the first season. And it would start from Captain Keyes when he is escorting Dr. Halsey to find John as a kid, all the way to his death. That would be my first season of the Halo TV show. Captain Keyes would be the main character, and I think that would be dope. Mystery.
Sorry. Toasted posted something on the Discord. I'm looking into it right now.
Oh, okay.
Seeing if it's worthy of bringing up on the podcast right now. In regards to a TV show that Halo related that I would bring to fruition.
Yeah.
Is that what the question was?
Yep.
You mentioned your Captain Keyes idea.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. In regards to TV show, we did discuss this a couple episodes ago. I would be totally okay with deviating a little bit from the source material, but also trying to keep certain critical aspects there.
Yeah.
And creating like my own story of something that could be cool, or something that could be fun.
Dope.
So like and take elements. So maybe do a Fall of Reach, if you will.
Ooh.
But like, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly the Fall of Reach from the book, but take certain elements that were really important from the book. Like, you know, the idea of the Master Chief learning his new abilities, or like how strong he is. So like, I feel like it'd be pretty essential to have that ODST versus Master Chief fight where you're seeing like that one seems like it would be very perfect for a TV show or a movie kind of thing.
I think
like,
you're right about that.
That kind of stuff. Right. But yeah, and then maybe throw in a couple like different, maybe throw in another new character or something in there just to mix it up a bit, so then it's not so predictable. But make that a compelling character.
Right. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's something that I'd probably try to do.
Okay. The pilot from Halo Infinite's name is apparently Lucas. There you go. I didn't know that. Now we know.
Oh, okay.
Also from Captain Destroyer, the Spartan 5 program is real. So I assume we were talking about that before. I guess that is Spartan 5s. That's what the new generation mystery.
Oh, that's legit.
That's what Captain Destroyer is saying.
Spartan 5s.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna go Spartan 4. Okay. Right, Spartan 4s were in Halo 4. My bad. You're right. Spartan 5s. So
Spartan
what
5
were the
program.
Spartans in Halo 5? Were they Spartan 4s as well?
They were Spartan 4s. Yep.
Okay, I see.
Those were all the adults that were put into the Spartan 4 program. So I don't know exactly what the difference is between the 4s and 5s. The 5s might just be the Spartans that are being developed under the threat of Cortana, and so maybe there's like a different program for them that they couldn't do with the Spartan 4s. That's just my assumption.
Okay. I kind of knew that it was coming. Okay, sorry. Going back to what remember how I said somebody posted something on Discord. The thing that was posted on Discord we talked about it during the episode. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next one is from Just Kylie here. She says, I slowly see Trax turning back into a dictator. How can we prevent this? Signed, a concerned resident.
I love how you said it's from Kylie and then said signed a concerned
I'm sorry.
resident.
Did I air that out loud?
Oh my god.
Did I air that out loud? That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my
Why
bad there.
did you do that?
Well, I don't, accidentally, maybe my police force goes and shows up and arrests her. That's all. Maybe just Kylie doesn't say things anymore like that,
Okay.
Maybe
so how could we prevent this?
sounds like she's threatening democracy here, so might have to arrest her there. How do we prevent this?
Yeah, how do we prevent this, man?
Well,
We gotta bring Jimmy back.
No, good news here. Good news here for all of you concerned citizens. The good news is that we have a perfectly legitimate Senate, a perfectly legitimate House of Representatives, a perfectly legitimate judicial system, perfectly legitimate everything. Okay, I'm barely even involved in the matters that are going on. I just kind of show up and say hi to people. That's all. So don't be concerned. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. Nobody's disappearing that much. Everything's fine. Next question.
Signed, the not so concerned citizen.
Next question. Best apocalypse scenario. Go. I want to fight a zombie one. I think that would be the most fun. You?
A zombie one?
Zombie apocalypse? Yeah, I feel like I'd have the
Would you
most
want,
shot at
like,
surviving
a fast zombie or a slow zombie?
that. No, dude, definitely slow zombies. Dude. I'm not trying to do fast zombies.
Right, I would be tearing apart with fast zombies.
I'm not trying to do 28 days later. I'm trying to do like Walking Dead.
Even then, they catch up pretty quick apparently.
Yeah, I just don't want the one sprinting at me.
Best apocalypse scenario? What would be a good apocalyptic scenario? I wouldn't do zombies.
What about killer snails?
Killer snails?
Yeah,
No, because they can climb things too.
exactly, dude. You're just sleeping and they kill you.
Yeah.
Snail
no.
apocalypse.
Snail apocalypse.
It sounds like a bad like the movie that comes on right after Sharknado.
I would love to say something that's like very like silly. I don't know, like being attacked by donut people or something.
There you go, donut people apocalypse. I like it.
There you go, where you can have infinite food or something.
Yeah, either they cover you in glaze and in Bavarian cream and Boston cream.
It's a sugar rush.
Oh yeah, dude, they kill you with sugar rush, or you eat them and kill them. So it's like you're kind of like the apocalypse for them, and they're the apocalypse for you. So who's gonna win? I don't know. All right, next question is oh, not a question. Oh yeah, a question. Captain Destroyer says, "DaddyTrax becomes dictator of Earth. What's your survival plan?" Well, I know what my plan is if I become dictator of Earth. So Mystery, what's your survival plan?
My survival plan, if you become dictator of Earth,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty covered.
You are. Unfortunately, you're asking who would be one of my generals, what their survival plan would be. And their survival plan would be arresting you. So that is Mystery's survival plan.
I feel like I'd be covered. I think this is a question for the community.
Yeah, you guys let me know what you would do.
Yeah, general. Put in the general discussion or something. Have at it, folks. Have at it. What's your survival plan for DaddyTrax if he becomes dictator Trax of the world?
Let us know in the Discord. I'll ask that tomorrow. In the Discord. So join the Discord. We're gonna wrap it up here. We're going over 3 hours. I think we've gone a little bit long here. So we will do that. Mystery, what do you got going on this week?
Holy jeez, 3 hours?
You sir?
Damn, yo.
Damn, yo.
Damn, yo. What do I? Oh, sorry. What do I have going on this week? This week.
What you got?
I will be streaming.
Woo!
Twitch.tv/RealMistry.
Beautiful.
We're gonna be doing some CTR and maybe even some Crash Bandicoot 4 this week. Maybe on Friday night, Crash Bandicoot 4 after work. Let's see how tonight goes.
Very nice there, dude. Very nice there.
Yes,
You can find me on TikTok at the Red Spartans. You know what? That's it. I'm not even gonna plug my side project. I have another TikTok called Kettlebell Kelly. I released my second video. It's very strange. If you really kind of want to like understand what's going on in my mind, or not understand but see what's going on in my mind, just check out that channel. It's gonna be weird stuff. I can't even basically any weird idea that I have, I'm just gonna involve kettlebells in it, and I'm gonna put it on there. So find kettlebell_Kelly on TikTok if you want to find me over there. But otherwise, TikTok at the Red Spartans. That's where you know, you can probably find me the most. I'm also on Discord. Join our Discord. It's gonna be in the links everywhere. This Saturday, we have a game night going on with Fire Mage Gaming. You can find him on Twitch, twitch.tv/fire_mage_gaming. He's starting it at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern time, and we are playing Halo 2 on the Master Chief Collection. So make sure you have the Master Chief Collection downloaded if you like Halo 2. Find us on that game night. I'm going to try and get there. I know everybody's going to try and get there from the channel. And we'd like to get enough people to do custom games. So we're hoping that we can get 4 to 8. 8 people would, well, really, I'd say 8 to 16 would be best. If we had 8 people, it'd be nice if we had like, you know, we could do 4v4s, but if we had 16, we could do a lot of big team battle. I think that would be a lot of fun.
For community game night?
Yeah, for community game night. So
I mean, yeah, we had 4 people last week, and we just did free-for-alls, and that was fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so bring yourself, bring your friends, and let's play some Halo 2 together. All right? Okay, I think that's pretty much it for me. I am DaddyTrax for RealMistry. That's who I am. And this has been episode 44 of the Red Spartan Halo podcast. And yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out in the live stream. Thank you to Just Kylie and Igayep for moderating the live chat. Thank you for Fire Mage Gaming for hosting the community nights on Saturday. We will see you all next Wednesday.
So, did you have a chance to play the flight test for Season 8 of MCC?
Negative, sir.
No, you didn't?
I was really mad about it. Is it still going on?
I think it might still be going on. I haven't actually had a chance to try it today, but I did try it over the weekend, and it was kind of interesting, actually.
I gotta get in that ish.
Maybe we could talk about it next week.
Okay.
Assuming we're recording a podcast episode, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if we will.
It's entirely possible that we may not. Tune in to find out.
All right, guys, everybody, thank you for hanging out in the live stream. I hope you had fun tonight. We went a little long. I've been trying to get the podcast down to about 2 hours, and to be completely honest with you, I just forgot about that tonight. I just forgot about that. We kind of just kept going. So
that's a habit of ours.
That's definitely a habit of ours, and we will try and be better. I will put a little sticky note on my monitor that says, keep it under 2 hours, please. I was thinking about it in the beginning, but then when we got into the medals conversation, I totally forgot about it. So it's kind of
right. I think it was the Marvel chat that we had at the beginning, and then the medals that kind of dragged us.
Marvel and medals. So thank you everybody for being here. By the way, mods, if I ever go over 2 hours, like if I ever go past that time, feel free to just dip. That was kind of like the agreement that we had, like when I was streaming. It was like, hey, if I go over time or whatever, like feel free to just peace out if you need to. So kind of just, you know, feel that here too. If we ever go over, just feel free to dip out. I probably should have said that before, but I kind of felt like you guys sort of knew the rules. Okay, cool. I guess that's it. All right, I'll end this here. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hey, what's up, Dark? Have a great night. I'll see you, buddy. Everybody, have a great night. And real quick, Paige, thank you for the resub, 15 months. Shadow, thank you for that raid. Velvet, thank you for the 14 months, and Darkly for the 14 months. And then 2 days ago, we had some people follow Tonic Plays and Paranormal Cow. So thank you for those follows. Those must have been people from our Discord or people from TikTok or something like that.
Tonic Plays is a viewer of my stream, and Paranormal Cow, I believe, is from, I want to say Kylie.
Okay, well, there you go. So that's where these people are from then.
Yeah, is it
Awesome.
Kylie or is it Katie? It might be Katie.
Okay, very cool. Well, thank you everybody who followed. And
Shadow. Never mind. It's from Shadow. He says
Shadow.
From.
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you.
Their group. I consider it all the group.
Paranormal is from Katie. Paranormal is from Shadow. Hilarious. From the Katie Shadow group. I feel like that's kind of like one.
That's its own little circle there. Yeah, I kind of noticed that's its own little circle. So
yeah.
We'll just call it that circle, I suppose. We have to come up with a name for you guys.
Oh, I like that idea. That's not a bad idea. Okay.
Like the Shadows Corner or something. I don't know. Paranormal Shadow Corner.
Katie Shadow, something like that.
Ah, there you go. Katie's Shadow.
Shadow Katie. It's like an evil Katie.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the group.
There you go. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Bye.